stupid sons of.
6:30.
Don't worry.
At 7:30
In a week, they'll
on
be
your
talking
home
about me
for
a lot.
Carolina football.
Hammers it home. Hello, young fella.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND. That's GRAND. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
And a welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. We are seen everywhere on YouTube's. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. Today is
Power Rankings Tuesday.
It is Power Rankings Tuesday. Got to give me a little bit more oomph there. Flostradamus coming to us live from the NFLDraft.net Mullet Manor.
Look, you got this weekend off. I didn't. You get what
That's
you
true.
get today. My throat is sore. I have the snuffies. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's because I was around a bunch of little Petri dishes in Charlotte, and one of you jackals got me sick.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it every time. Welcome into a Power Rankings Tuesday. Today on Power Rankings Tuesday, we're going to do things a little bit differently than we normally do. I mean, we will start from the bottom, but we're breaking them up into categories. The trade deadline is coming, so who's the sellers? Who are the pretenders? Who are the buyers? And who are the actual contenders in the NFL? We're splitting those up, going through all of the power rankings here throughout the program.
Stephen Tao just did our job for us in the YouTube chat.
How's that?
Because he listed off the Titans, Jets, Saints, Dolphins, Panthers, Bengals, and Raiders. Let's just start at 25. That's literally all of the sellers.
Yep.
He's nailed them all. Didn't even think about it. Just showed up and chose violence.
Yep.
And
that is it.
I mean, we could do things different and start the show by talking about baseball, but I'd rather not.
No,
but it went 18 innings. You understand that's not a good thing, right? When you go home with me, it lasts 4 hours. That's not a positive, Daryl. That's not a good thing. Never once has anybody gone, yes, more of you.
Yes, 6 hours and 39 minutes it took for Game 3 of the World Series.
That's an atrocity.
It's awful. 18 innings. And it ended at just about 3 a.m. Eastern time.
I saw one play, and the only reason that I even saw that is because it was on the television next to the football game at the Village Porch, and I let my lazy eye wander over there, and it just, I saw it.
Yeah, I saw zero of it. Los Angeles Dodgers, Toronto Blue Jays, I couldn't care less who wins that series. Nope, don't really
I don't
care.
even know who won. I'm assuming it was the Dodgers.
It was the Dodgers, yeah. Freddie Freeman walked it off with a home run in the 18th inning. Anyway.
Even kind of care. I watched
last
Monday Night Football.
Right. Last night there was football on. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs against the Washington Commanders, who are playing with Marcus Mariota as the quarterback.
I don't want to have to do this, Tank, but I think I have to.
All right. What do we do?
You ejected Sarah McLachlan, so I need something sad. I don't know what you got, but I need something sad. Don't play Rocky Top. I'll punch you in the face. Rocky Top is not sad.
Why would I pick that as something sad?
I don't know. It felt like something you would do.
Okay.
And so I had to kill it before you did it.
Gotcha. How about this?
Oh, it's perfect.
A little everybody hurts.
This one goes out to the Washington Commanders. I don't know how to say this, and I don't want to say this, but I have to say this. We're on to next year because it ain't happening this year. Lord have mercy, the middle of that defense is so unbelievably bad.
Mm-hmm.
If I had $1 for every time Pat Mahomes just ran around cluelessly, like, I don't know what to do, and he just runs to the sideline, and then he looks directly in between the hash marks and goes, hey, they forgot about Travis Kelce. Or they forgot about Xavier Worthy. Or, and I can't believe this happened as many times as it did, they forgot about Rashee Rice, the only number one receiver we have. And they just let him go. Like, I covered you for 3.5 seconds. That's contractually all they asked me to do, so you have fun.
It's hard to win games when you can't score as well.
And now Tank, this is a weird way to start the show, but I have to do it.
Okay.
I feel like in this here radio program, we have two weapons of mass destruction. And I don't know which one of them is stronger. So I told you about Nathan. Nathan's a friend of mine. He joins us for Monday Night Football at the Village Porch every Monday. And I told you that Nathan hadn't won a wager since June. And it wasn't for lack of trying.
Right.
Last night I found out something. It had been texted to me on Sunday, and I'm not going to lie, I forgot. Would you like to know the ticket that young Nathan had for Sunday?
Please tell us.
He had Jamar Chase I think it was over 55 receiving yards.
Okay.
He also had Cincinnati Bengals money line.
Ouch.
I didn't think there was any force greater than the Tank Spencer kiss of death. I didn't think it existed. And yet, this young man is a weapon of mass destruction to such a point that he found a way with his $10 wager to give the New York Jets a victory in a football game. I don't even think you can do that.
That's brutal.
And you single-handedly killed the Washington Commanders. You will have killed the Indianapolis Colts a month from now. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure you didn't kill Jimmy Hoffa. I'm reasonably sure you have been at the center of every great whodunit controversy in the last 43 years. And I think your kiss of death is only the second strongest force that we have in this show.
That is pretty bad.
Stephen Tao said Nathan should never wager again. I told him last night he deleted DraftKings off his phone. He said, I don't even like having this power. I don't even like having this power. I want it not on my phone.
Wow.
Deleted it. Never to be seen or heard from again. I then told him, by the way, if 3 guys in bad suits show up to your door and ask you if you have ever met Chauncey Billups, the answer is no. Because, frankly, that's the only thing that makes any of this make any sense.
Is that he is so deeply connected that he's got an inside track on these games.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it literally
unbelievable.
It defies logic, and that comes from a man that sits in a studio with you every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I have watched you anytime. I think God has a sense of humor with you, because anytime you love something, He has to kill it.
Yes.
Nope.
I'm actually in the same boat that he is. I still have not won a single parlay bet this year.
He can't even win one-offs.
Yeah.
You're just Lenny from A Mice and Men. I understand. I love it and squeeze it and call it George, and I killed it. That's you. That's what you do. I've watched you do it for 8 years. You pet it too hard, Tank. That's the only way I can even say it. You just stop petting it so damn hard. This is two unbelievable forces that I've never seen the likes of. And I don't know what to do with it, but I really want to find a way to profit off of it. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Right.
Because I couldn't physically hit a button that said Jets +7 this past week. I couldn't do it. My phone would breathalyze me immediately. And it would find out that I'd already had 6 beers. And no, do not drink and wager.
We even joked about it on Friday. Don't take Jets +6.5.
Bill Workman with the comment of the day so far.
What is that?
Tank pets it too hard. That's you can assume where it went from there.
Yeah.
Ended with something that Jeremy and Tank's doctor agree on. You win. You win the day. Bill, you're the winner.
Okay. Oh, so last night, did you learn anything?
No. And please, for the love of God, all these teams that think they're Super Bowl contenders, will you stop trying to sell me on, well, we figured it out now. Look what we did to Washington. Really? You want me to change my course because you beat Marcus Mariota? That's what we're doing right now. You know what I saw last night? I saw Pat Mahomes look completely out of sorts for extended periods of time and still find a way to win. And win in very impressive fashion. Does it take any of my aversions away? No. It just confirms what I've said about Kansas City the whole time. I don't think you have the ponies to win a Super Bowl, but you're borderline impossible to count out because you're just really good at winning football games. Kansas City knows how to win. I don't know that there's another team in the NFL that at a high level knows how to win. Philadelphia is the only other one that I can even think of. Because everybody else finds a way to pull defeat from the jaws of victory. And Washington, I almost feel like you should play everybody hurts again. Because last night, I heard Sarah McLachlan. That was like watching the ASPCA? Is that the Animal Foundation that she does commercials for?
Yeah, the ASPCA commercials.
It was the whole thing. I just kept hearing, I will remember you every single time. There it is. You remember? You remember when we thought Jaden Daniels was going to be the MVP?
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Look, he'd come back, have a great rest of the season.
You're not allowed to talk about him.
Be respectable.
You're not allowed to talk about him ever again. When we have discussions about Jaden Daniels, only I am allowed to speak.
Gotcha.
You killed our quarterback. And yes, I said our.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I feel like I have united with the Commanders fans in the fight of the oppression that is the Tank Spencer kiss of death.
Second half of the game went all Kansas City's way. Again, you mentioned the middle of that defense couldn't do anything. Old zone breaker Travis Kelce looked like Travis Kelce from a couple of years ago. He now has tied the franchise record for touchdowns in a career, so congratulations to him for that. 83 touchdowns on his career, which I had no idea Priest Holmes had that record. That was a throwback for me. I hadn't heard that name in a long time.
I didn't think I even knew that.
But 28-7, Kansas City's now 5-3. Washington falls to 3-5. Look, Jaden Daniels. He's going to be back next week, right?
That's that what they're saying? And that's all well and good. You're 3-5. What record are you at worst going to have to make the playoffs in the NFC as a wild card? Because they win this division.
Oh, probably 11-6.
That's even higher than I was headed. I was going to say at absolute worst, you're going to have to go 9-8. You already have 5 losses. You play the Seahawks this week. Probably the first week of Jaden Daniels coming back, but we don't know that. Then you get the Lions. Then you have to go to play an international game against the Dolphins. You get the bye. You come back with a game against the Broncos on Sunday Night Football. You still have to play the Eagles twice. The math doesn't math.
It's going to be hard to do.
I can't get them to 9-8. I certainly can't get them to 11-6. And it just – now, here's the positive if you're a Commander fan. You overachieved last year aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this year you have probably underachieved. What happens next year? Because year 3 is really the telling year of a young quarterback. Because you still got them cheap. Now they've been in the league 2 years. You've been able to acquire talent to play with them. Where do you go from there? I still believe in Washington. I just think this year is over.
You are in the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. And we're clear.
Thank you.
Carolina football.
Hands off to Goss. Goss left side of the 10. Goss at the 5. Sprints to the front left corner of the end zone for 6.
Friday, the Heels hit the road to face off against Syracuse at the Loud House. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30, kickoff at 7:30 on your home for Carolina football.
This week's coverage from Jones Angel, Dave Nathan, and the rest of the crew will be heard on Rock 105.1.
You know what your customers are doing right this second? The exact same thing you are, listening to me. Which, let's be honest, is kind of flattering. But my point is, ads on iHeartRadio actually get heard. In the car, at the gym, on the couch, while people are walking their dogs. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy, that's right, you're a good boy. So why not make the next ad about you? Get started today. Call 844-844-iHeart or go to iHeartAdvertising.com. That's 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
I'm Richard Parks III.
I'm Wes Avila.
And we are on a quest to make the best baseball podcast of all time.
Dodger Blue Dream.
Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone!
Imagine a world where the boys in blue go back-to-back in 2025.
That's the dream.
Rings, baby.
Listen to Dodger Blue Dream on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Dodger Blue Dream and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
This football season, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Your home for football where the fans feast.
We are the Nix family, and this is our Ingalls story.
Welcome to Henderson County, North Carolina, known throughout the South as
You got to turn your mic on before you say things stupid. We have breaking news.
5th and 6th generation, cultivating fresh fruit for the local
It's not
community
surprising breaking news, but
for decades, these beautiful locally grown apples have graced the
Swear to God, if you say Cam Scadabo is going to miss the rest of the season, I'm out.
Well, I mean, that was announced yesterday. So.
Low price. The savings.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better.
Be you coming back with breaking news?
That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise.
Yes.
FordHendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate.
Yes.
10-4.
Something that 95
seconds
in our market won't have. Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
Now, welcome back into the Sportsocracy. We got breaking news, Jeremy Green.
It is officially time. The Spencer Rattler era has ended, and we shall, from here forth, Tyler Shuck.
Yes.
Around and find out. Let's go. Put the pause in there and everything.
The Saints just threw up their hands and went, shuck it. We're going to try this.
Yeah, the fact he hasn't made shirts that say this makes me really sad and makes me want to send them to him and just go, 22%.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
22%.
I made them for you.
Is it? I mean, will it matter at all, though? I mean, that team's not good. And I'll be honest with you, when he came into the game on Sunday, I thought, I didn't think it could get any worse, but this doesn't look much better.
Well, I mean, by the time Shuck came in, we were already kind of down a path.
Yes.
And you got to remember, this is a kid that hasn't gotten starter reps. I mean, he came in and, you know what he looked like to me? Strikingly like Spencer Rattler. It was very dinky-dunky. Mm-hmm. You also had a running game that was averaging 3 yards a carry. I will be interested to see what he does from here. Look, the Saints have not been as bad as I thought they would be. I do not love the fact that we're doing this the week before you have to play the Los Angeles Rams, which means Jared Verse and Byron Young are going to be chasing you around, and I don't like that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But now, let's be really honest about the Saints. And this is a good place for us to start our sellers, pretenders, buyers, contenders.
Okay.
Because to me, the Saints, in theory, would be sellers.
Yes.
But who are you going to sell? All right, so who right now for the New Orleans Saints would you look at and go, that's a guy that we could get good value for?
Good value for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there is one. A Rashid Shaheed?
Rashid Shaheed or Chris Olave would have been my answer.
Well, Chris Olave, though, he was a first-round pick that I don't think you're going to get much out of him because of the injury concern. I just don't think teams would be willing to give you what you want for it.
Well,
or what you would need to have to, even out the books in your mind.
And see, that's where I'm at. You've also got a young quarterback that's coming in. So if you trade Chris Olave, what's your plan? You're going to let this young kid throw to Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks, Mason Tipton, and Devin Vele. With a little smattering of Juwan Johnson and Foster Moreau. What exactly do you think you're going to learn from that?
Not a thing.
It's where it gets tough for me with New Orleans. Because I do think Olave would fetch a decent price. I've heard the Giants, the Bills, and the Steelers. That's the three that have been the most in. But then I've also heard the Saints and Olave are working on a contract extension.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you trade him. I really don't. Because now if you trade – my question when you trade off a player like this, can you get an able-bodied replacement for what you get for them? And with Olave, the answer is no.
No.
Rashid Shaheed, on the other hand,
yes,
that's a different story. Because Shaheed is something that you don't see a lot of in the NFL. He is a true inside-outside deep threat. And he's going into a contract year.
Mm-hmm.
So he's free agent at the end of the year. I don't see any way he re-signs in New Orleans, personally. Because this free agent class at wide receiver is woof. So somebody's going to pay him that Gabriel Davis deal.
Woo.
And it can't be New Orleans.
I was going to say it'd be better than Gabriel Davis getting that money, but still.
You getting that money would have been better than Gabriel Davis. Gabriel Davis made more per catch than Brian Kelly makes now per month.
Oh,
God, I just realized those
are
sorry. There is nothing that pays better in this life than being good at a job in sports for just long enough to get paid and then being the absolute worst at it.
Because then you get paid to just sit at home.
Yeah, we will pay you to go away.
Mm-hmm.
So if first team here in Sellers, I would say the sell-off piece for the Saints would probably have to be Rashid Shaheed.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one that intrigues me. I just don't know what you would get for him.
Okay.
It's Chase Young. Nobody talks about this because this is a team that has just – they've not been interesting. It's one thing to be bad. It's another to not be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They just signed Chase Young to a deal. But he has low-key been really, really good. And so I'm curious. If a team came with a good enough offer, would you be willing to eat the money, knowing you're not getting out of cap hell for another year? Because you're going to eat, I think it's $20 million on him. I think that's what the dead cap would be.
That's quite a bit.
It's a lot.
But but he's a piece that I would want to have to transition next year.
And see, that's where I get with New Orleans is that you don't have enough young pieces. There's not enough guys that I look at in New Orleans and go, yeah, that's a piece moving forward. Because some of the guys that played the best on the team are 1,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like Demario Davis. A, that's a very specific kind of linebacker. B, he's 114 years old.
Right.
He'll be 37 by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Cameron Jordan. Same thing.
I don't think you could trade Cameron Jordan.
No.
I really don't. He would have to want you to do it and say it out loud.
Mm-hmm. Alvin Kamara. Same thing. He's already said no.
Yeah. Randy asked, what about Rattler himself? Why not trade him? Well, that would be the same reason that I'm not going to trade this empty Gatorade bottle right here.
I was gonna say,
because somebody would have to want it.
I will give you the cap on this red Sharpie in my hand.
Do
you only get the cap. You're not getting the marker.
Do you remember Tank's story about The Rock? He didn't even ask how much.
There's no market for that.
No.
I don't think.
If I were a betting man, I will say that the Saints do not make a move outside of potentially Rashid Shaheed.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads us into team number 2 that should be selling anything not named Breece Hall or Garrett Wilson or Sauce Gardner. That is, or Jermaine Johnson. That's not attached to the ground, and that is your New York Jets.
Or Quinnen Williams. Are you? I mean, I think you just signed him, didn't you? You'd have to eat a lot of money on that.
2 years ago.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you with Quinnen. I do not want to trade Quinnen. There is a part of me that low-key is going, maybe we should send you somewhere else just because you've been a good little soldier, and I want to reward you for that.
Mm-hmm. It's the Myles Garrett thing.
Yeah. I want you to play
somewhere else. Right.
I want you to play somewhere better because
yes.
This team is infuriating. The piece for the Jets that I keep looking at is Quincy Williams. They've already told Jermaine Johnson he's not being dealt.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard there have been contract negotiations with Breece Hall, and I can't emphasize this enough. If you trade Breece Hall, you think this offense is bad now? Wait till you see what it looks like with Isaiah Davis and Kenny Nwangwu as the only 2 living, breathing running backs on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think between Allen Lazard, I feel like somebody would want him solely because he's such a good blocker.
It won't be Pittsburgh because they got MVS.
Oh, yeah. We're playing this game again. Pittsburgh, I'll just tell you from experience, don't hop on this ride. You won't like it. You'll end up with wide receiver 2, Allen Lizard.
I was going to say, oh, God, they just heard that, actually, and they went, wait, what? Allen Lazard's available? Let's go get him.
5th-round pick right now. You can have him. He's already on the way. I said it out loud, and now he's headed that way.
Right.
For the Jets, though, it's Quincy Williams. He's the piece that he has not been as good in very limited action this year because he just doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stop seeing San Francisco. He fits in that Robert Saleh defense. San Francisco is killed at linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to do something. I think they need a pass rusher, but I don't know who you could go get. This is also a good time to say, you remember during the draft when I said taking Mykel Williams is really stupid, and you're going to see in pretty short order why it's really stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I was trying to say now?
Has he been terrible?
Among qualifying edge rushers, and yes, I am using PFF grades. I know they've had a rough few weeks. I get that, but I don't have another way to quantify this. Among 108 qualified pass rushers, Mykel Williams is 101st. That is bad, especially when you've had Bryce Huff on the other side, who seems to just be dragging any right tackle he comes up against down the sidewalk. Mykel Williams is almost unequivocally the easiest. There's the easiest bust I've ever seen in my life. And I can't believe anybody didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the idea of Quincy Williams winding up with San Francisco. I mean, because right now they have three little itty-bitty, teeny-tiny linebackers, and Quincy Williams is better than all three of them.
Yep. Now you are in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville to Power Rankings Tuesday. Going through the sellers. Trade deadline's coming up next week?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. We got the trade deadline. Who can make a move? Who can sell off? Get some draft capital for next year since, well, they're already going to be picking at the top of the draft. We'll continue with the sellers region up next.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
We're just blowing out the special stuff, right?
Yeah. We've got a super chat and
same thing for tomorrow.
contract signing.
Might not see the sunshine here again until late week. So some scattered showers possible this afternoon, 53. Tonight a few showers around, especially late, 43. And some scattered showers tomorrow. And again, patchy fog in the morning, an east-northeast breeze and a high of 50. Still a chance of showers Thursday early, and then by Friday we'll have sunshine back with a high near 55. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
The free iHeartRadio app.
Live radio, 24/7 news, live sports,
and your favorite podcasts.
A pure connection to what moves you.
The best part, it's all free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone. The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
At Ingalls, we know your closest companions are the ones who are always there for you. The ones you trust to have your back, no matter what. Who make the hard times a little softer. And the good ones, somehow, a little better. That's what family is all about. Whether they walk on 2 legs or 4. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
It is ESPN Asheville, back in the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from the Ingalls studio. I'm Ted Spitzer. He's Jeremy Green, and he's coming to you from the NFLDraft.net Mullet Manor.
It's a weird time around the NFLDraft.net studios.
Oh, yeah?
We're in a little bit of a transition.
Okay.
I'm trying to get some things out, get some new things in.
Okay.
Right now, it kind of looks like a hobo came in here and slept for a few weeks. I mean, there's no Lucky Strike cigarettes or Little Caesars pizza, but it's looking like she's been a little used.
Okay. You should probably do a little cleanup.
I've been trying. It's going to be more of my tomorrow.
Okay.
The day off is going to be used. Just, I got to get this room right. I popped my hip out yesterday. There's a big box right beside my desk, and I had to step over it, and it popped, and it hurt a lot.
You not do that.
No. Not as malleable as I used to be.
Yeah, wasn't a good idea. Remember that you can get into the program, contact us through the YouTube channel, and you can join the House of Reprehensibles, and you can super chat, which throws your comment right to the top. And let's go to Colin. He's got one.
Money, 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 plenty of money. Give me loads of money, a lot of dough.
He says Pat Surtain out now 4 to 6 weeks.
Candidate for IR.
Not good. Not good. Bad news for the Denver Broncos defense. What do you think? You think they will put him on IR?
I mean, if he's out a minimum 4 weeks, there's really no reason for you not to.
Right.
The scary thing if you're Denver is you do have the Texans, the Chiefs, and the Commanders the next 4 weeks. And I know 2 of those teams are not great, but they do have quarterbacks that, as I'm looking at your secondary, with no Pat Surtain, it looks a lot different. So I'm just not overly worried about Jaquan McMillan and Riley Moss and Jahdae Barron and Chris Abrams-Drain. I still think they will win no less than 2 of those games. But
right.
I don't think it's the end of the world. Mainly because the AFC is bad. Chaz Johnson said Jeremy popped his hip out and will now be out for the rest of the season.
Yes.
Correct. I am on IR designated to not return. And we have breaking news.
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
It's from our buddy Rap Sheet. 3-year extension for Marcus Jones with the New England Patriots. Is there a team in the NFL that feels better right now compared to where they thought they would be than the New England Patriots?
The Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, but you kind of feel like that's – I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not necessarily long-term sustainable. New England Patriot fans have to be walking around like Randy Marsh right now with the wheelbarrow just like, hey,
Sure.
we're back again.
Sure.
Great
feel like
days,
you got
Tom Brady 2.0. First, I really need you to calm down with that. He's been awesome, and I love Drake. Comparing him to Tom Brady we need to stop that immediately.
Well, I mean, nobody's ever going to do that.
Patriots
as long
fans.
as you wear that jersey, you're getting compared to him.
You don't do that. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible
It is.
idea.
But hey, they did it with Mac Jones.
Yep,
All
how'd that
people
work
could
out?
talk about with Mac Jones.
Yeah, how'd that work out? Hey, look,
Now
he's fat and athletic too, just like Tom was when he came in the league. Yeah, the one problem, he's missing this thing. What's talent? He doesn't have any of that.
I was going to say he went to beat Tom Brady out with San Francisco.
You really are trying to put that hex on the Colts.
What do you mean?
Every time. Hey, say something nice about an NFL team. Colts. Their team plane's going to get lost in the Bermuda Triangle, and the FBI is going to want to talk to you.
Look, they are the only team that fits that bill for me. Because I honestly thought the Indianapolis Colts were going to be bottom feeders. I mean, not quite as bad as the Titans or the New Orleans Saints, but I thought they'd be in that bottom portion of the league. Damn sure didn't think that they'd be 7-1 going into this week, and they're going to be 8-1 by the end of the week. Because don't they play the Saints this week? Who do they play? They play. I remember seeing that they play the Steelers this week. There you go, 8-1. Good job. It's not a good team. Stop.
No, it's not. It's not. It's also in Pittsburgh. That's one of those that I feel like we're going to be on opposite sides of.
Yes, most definitely we will be.
Especially after you've talked them up. I may bet my 401k on them. Now they can't lose to the Steelers. Oh, once you said it, that opened the door, big boy.
I didn't say they can't lose to the Steelers. I just said I didn't think they would lose to the Steelers. But, yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, New England Patriots fans, very, very happy right now. Indianapolis fans, I feel like they're pretty happy as well. Shocked, even.
We've gone through two sellers.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one more one-win team in the NFL that should be 0-8, and it's your Tennessee Titans. Is there a player on this team that anybody would have any interest in that you would come off of? So before you say Tavondre Sweat or Jeffrey Simmons, that ain't happening.
No.
Do you have a guy?
No.
Arden Key. Arden Key is the one.
Okay.
Because for some reason, he's been in this league for a bajillion years. He's played for a bajillion teams, and there are still people that think he is a good pass rusher. Why that is, I do not know. I do not know. But I have a weird feeling he's going to get moved. I've heard his name no less than 50 times in the last 2 weeks.
Really?
Seems like every team that needs – and I keep hearing him to San Francisco, which I'm not going to lie, I'm tired of San Francisco. They're the most meaningless team in the NFL that we talk about way too much. They've taken over the New York Jets mantle there, which is weird because the coach went out there, and now you're the Jets West. Please do that. Add another guy that can't rush a passer and go, yeah, got it now. Nope, just another dude that did exactly the same thing that the other guys did.
Now, is it that he can't rush a passer, or is it that he's not an every down guy? I mean, I feel like hasn't he been hired kind of as that mercenary situational pass rusher for the last 5 years?
Let's play a fun game.
Yeah.
Arden Key came in the league in 2018.
Okay.
He's played 109 games. How many sacks does he have in 109 games?
Oh, I don't know. 40.
28. Jadeveon Clowney laughs at those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And just for point of reference, because I think it's the most apt comparison I've got, Jadeveon Clowney's played in 145 games. He has 59.
Bunch more.
A guy that we literally have laughed at the premise that he's a pass rusher. And yet Arden Key, people still believe in that. I'll never get it. I do think there's a good chance that
Probably also that he's cheap.
that helps. There are a lot of pass rushers out there. I saw Colin in the YouTube chat said Jordan Schultz has been on Twitter talking about Kayvon Thibodeau's heating up. That was probably the way that was always going to go. As soon as they drafted Abdul Carter, you had to be looking at Kayvon Thibodeau going, where do you fit here?
He fits as in a piece that's going to get me more draft capital. That's how he fits.
And the report is another name to watch on the trade front is Giants edge Kayvon Thibodeau. He's under contract for another year after the season, but some around the league have wondered whether he's part of the New York Giants' long-term plans if he could become available with the Giants sitting at 2-6. I was also today years old when I found out Jordan Schultz follows me on Twitter, so let's follow him back.
Nice.
I didn't know that. Good. Nice. That's nice, Jordan. I'll follow you back.
All right. So there's only Arden Key for the Tennessee Titans.
I don't know who else it's supposed to be.
Right.
I mean, there are several players for the Titans I would like to have. I just know they're not coming off of them.
Right. I mean, I don't think that they're getting rid of Ellick. They're not getting rid of Chimere DK.
I don't even know how to properly quantify this. I think Tennessee has pieces in place to be good. Because we talked about how bad the line is.
Mm-hmm.
It's been better than you think. I'm not saying it's been good. It's been better than you think. And then you get to the defense and go, I mean, you have two absolute stalwart pieces over there.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of those teams. We always talk about every team has a blind spot. The secondary is the one for the Tennessee Titans. Find a guy that's really good at scouting secondary players and pay him a boatload of money. And when he says something, you listen. That's it. You can't figure that out. But you've hit on a lot of other guys. Peter Skoronski. Nobody in the league really wanted to do that, in spite of the fact he's one of the best players in that draft class because we didn't know where he played. He's been good in Tennessee. You don't know that because nobody watches their games. They need a legit number one receiver. Stop overpaying free agents. Hell, I'll be honest with you, I think Ellick may end up being a one. Be a low-end one.
I think he's got that in him, yeah.
I love him so much. I'll never understand how he fell.
They do have decent offensive weapons that Cam could grow with.
Joseph Ostin asked about Kevin Zeitler. I could see that being one. The problem is if you trade him, you're throwing your Fabergé egg behind Clay Webb, Jackson Slater, both guys that I like, don't get me wrong, but they're really young.
Mm-hmm.
They're really young, and they kind of needed a red shirt year. I was today years old when I figured out they had both of those guys. Good.
But is it worth it to keep him and protect your quarterback rather than getting the 6th round pick that you'd end up getting for him?
If somebody offered it, I'd take it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, look, Kevin Zeitler's 36 years old. The chances of somebody doing that are not really high. I also can't think of a team that's a guard away. But if they did it, sure. Sebastian Joseph Day, kind of the same thing. Always a player that I have liked better than probably the industry does.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think anybody's going to call you on that.
To me, why would you do that? Why would you put your quarterback at risk if that's all you're getting out of him?
You need to know. Well, you need draft capital if you're Tennessee. If somebody offered me a 5 or a 6 for Zeitler, we could probably talk about it. Baltimore Ravens, what you got? You have a gajillion picks, and I would like 2 of them.
All right, who's next on the sellers list?
Well, now we get into the teams that have 2 wins. And I'm going to say a team, and I want you to tell me, Tank Spencer kiss of death, are they dead or are they alive?
Okay.
I'm going to start with the most obvious one. Miami Dolphins.
Dead.
Cleveland Browns.
Dead.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Dead.
New York Giants.
Dead.
Arizona Cardinals.
As for this year?
Yes.
Dead.
Baltimore Ravens.
No.
There it is. There's the not dead. Yeah, there's the not dead. Baltimore is going to be in a category that I'm going to say you're not expecting me to say when I talk about Baltimore. So we'll go through the just one at a time. The Giants, Kayvon Thibodeau is the one that screams out to me. I also wouldn't be shocked if the Giants were slight buyers. Like if a team's giving up on a receiver and I keep coming back to Chris Olave, I will get my young quarterback a weapon to develop this year.
Good Lord. Do you imagine that team? Chris Olave and Malik Neighbors next year.
Sure. And to me, this is where good teams use their draft capital the right way. If I can get a very cheap 8-week run with a guy to see if he's going to be a piece of my future, I will do it. Especially if I'm a team that does not draft particularly well in that 4 to 5 to 6 range. Which, secret time, the Giants don't. This is a total aside that doesn't have a ton to do with what we're talking about, but they're second cousins, very distantly related. NFL franchises, know what you are. If you're a team that cannot draft in day 3 to save your life, move off those picks. Move off those picks and really heap money on undrafted free agents. If you can get a piece that you know what they are and you cannot hit one of those players, trade them. I don't know why that's so hard. And I understand cheap labor and I understand having guys to fill out the roster. You keep missing on them. Use that capital for good. Don't just set it on fire.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone other than Kayvon Thibodeau that would be drawing interest?
With the Giants?
Yeah.
You start getting into the would I move them because they would hurt my offense. And I'm looking at Darius Slayton. I'm not moving any of the offensive linemen.
No.
I don't really want to mess with the defense because I think the defense will be good in a year. So, yeah, for me, it would basically just be Thibodeau.
Okay. After the Giants, Dolphins?
The Miami Dolphins. You should trade anything that is not affixed to the ground. Pass rusher not named Chop Robinson. I'm in. I won't give up on Chop because he's still way too young.
All right.
I just don't know what anybody's going to want. This Dolphin team is awful. It looks like a team that if I started playing a franchise in Madden and went, I want the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pick next year. I'm going to trade off everybody with the worst teams in the league, and I'm going to get a player that I kind of like, I don't know, Greg Dulcich.
Mm-hmm.
That's what your team is. Obi Melifonwu. I liked him once. He can play. That's fine. It'll be fun to run around with him because he's real big and real fast. Outside of the pass rushers, is there a player on this team that you'd be interested in?
Achane.
Too young.
He's too young.
He's 24 years old. Why would I come off of him? And this is another thing that's really important for you to remember around the trade deadline. If I trade him, what am I trotting out there for the next 8 weeks? If there's no Devon Achane, you're getting a lot of Jeff Wilson and Ollie Gordon and Alexander Madison. Woo, woo, woo.
Okay.
You think Tua's got CTE right now? Let those 3 guys be the last line of defense for him. That dude will be speaking in hieroglyphics by November 15th.
That would be the only piece that I would think maybe you could get. Because I don't think they'd be giving up on Jalen Waddle because he's going to be your number 1 wide receiver next year.
It'll cost you
retires.
It'll cost you $1 bajillion to come off him until you just sign him.
Yeah.
I do find it funny that people forget that element of the trade deadline. Well, you trade Jalen Waddle for one. First of all, you're not getting one for him. Second of all, the team's got to pay him. Third of all, you got to eat the dead cap charge, which, if I remember correctly, is like $40-some-odd million.
Mm-hmm.
There's no draft pick in the world that's worth $40-some-odd million that's not a single-digit number. And you ain't getting that for Jalen Waddle.
Right. All right, and then
I'm going to do Cleveland right here solely because I think they're the least interesting, and we'll get to the other two win teams in the next hour.
All right, well let's get to Cleveland in the next hour because we do have the long break here to take. Cleveland coming up next here on a Power Rankings Tuesday on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We're talking sellers, pretenders, buyers, and contenders on Power Rankings Tuesday. Up next,
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Damp weather continues. A washout, no, but a bright sunny day today, no. It's the same thing for tomorrow. Might not see the sunshine here again until late week. So some scattered showers possible this afternoon, 53. Tonight, a few showers around, especially late, 43. And some scattered showers tomorrow. And again, patchy fog in the morning, an east-northeast breeze and a high of 50. Still a chance of showers Thursday early, and then by Friday we'll have sunshine back with a high near 55. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Greatness is here. All 830 of our famous footwear stores now carry Jordan brand. So it's easy to score Jordan brand footwear and accessories, from hats to backpacks to socks, for the full family at a store near you. Famous Footwear's in-store fit experts will help you find the perfect style and the perfect fit. Because every day is a chance to make it famous. Come in and shop Jordan brand footwear and accessories at your local Famous Footwear store today.
The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
This is where it starts. Where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
At Ingalls Weather, we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park. It's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
This is Carolina football.
Hands off to Goss. Goss left side of the 10. Goss at the 5. Sprints to the front left corner of the end zone for 6.
Friday, the Heels hit the road to face off against Syracuse at the Loud House.
Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30, kickoff at 7:30 on your home for Carolina football.
This week's coverage from Jones Angel, Dave Nathan, and the rest of the crew will be heard on Rock 105.1.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
From the Ingalls Studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. That's deposit. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls Studio.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400 The Sportsocracy. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com. Click that live video link. Subscribe to the channel. And join us in the chat. I did not, just looking up at the television here, and I've got it on the NFL Network, and they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills from the AFC divisional game a couple of years ago. I did not realize that they don't cut out the old promos out of those games because they just showed a promo for Usher playing the Super Bowl halftime show. And part of me went, no, we're not doing that again. I did not know that. But here we are.
I was enjoying a lovely, tasty treat during the commercial break.
Oh yeah,
the treats at Mullet Manor are better than what
kind of treats are you talking about?
Pepperoni pizza hot pocket.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I catch a lot of shade for eating like a toddler, and then
Yes.
there are certain times that I realize, oh, I do eat like a toddler.
Yes, hence the shade of you should be better than that.
They're awesome.
You should treat your body better than that.
Truffles smell like a dead body, and pizza hot pockets are awesome. Fight me.
No doubt about it. You get no arguments out of me. I've been told forever to treat my body better, and, well, damn it, I just refuse. Because that's no fun. It's more fun our way. Live happy, die young. That's a T-shirt. It is a Power Rankings Tuesday here in the Sportsocracy as we're talking sellers, pretenders, buyers, and contenders. Jeremy has split the league up into those four categories. We're working our way through the sellers and trying to identify the pieces that the crappy teams in the NFL possibly could get something out of. So far, we've had the New Orleans Saints, the New York Jets, the New York Giants, the Tennessee Titans, and the Miami Dolphins, and I don't think we've come up with one great player yet that could possibly be moved that makes any kind of sense. Arden Key, I think, was at the top of that list.
Great players very rarely get moved at the trade deadline.
Sure, but okay, maybe great was the wrong thing to say there. How about a player that would make any kind of difference? Because I don't think we've identified one of those yet.
Do you remember the players that got traded last year at the deadline?
I do not.
Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Ernest Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome Baker. Baron Browning, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, Marshawn Lattimore, Jonathan Mingo, Zadarius Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's about what this has looked like so far.
Yep, that's about
because there's really not a Devontae Adams this year. And we get way more movement now than we got in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe Chris Olave. Now that I'm thinking back, maybe Chris Olave could be that piece.
Olave would be up there pretty high.
Yes. All right, save for one. Who's next on the sellers list?
Well, in theory, it would be the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
And this is a team that I think will be largely inactive. Think about any player you would want. How old are they?
Yes.
Hey, what are they going to do? Give up Joe Tryon Shoyinka?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, pretty. It's just not there. I mean, Jerry Jeudy, maybe.
David Njoku?
Njoku is the one that I look at and go, okay, if you made him available, there's a great chance you would get a nibble there. I do not know what his contract looks like, but I'm about to find out.
I was going to say, that's what I'm trying to look up right now.
He's going into a void year.
Oh, okay. Then he's a perfect candidate.
Yeah, he makes pretty decent amount of sense. Oh, they layered that deal so badly. His cap hit next year in a void year is $24 million. I mean, you're eating it either way. So you might as well get something back for him.
Right.
It's just with him going into the last year of a deal, you're not going to get it done for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so maybe that makes less sense now.
And see, this is the problem with the trade deadline in the NFL, is that every one of these guys is going to have a booger. I mean, and that's just really that's the nicest way I can say it, is that you're either going to have to pay them, you're going to have to re-sign them. The dead cap from the trading team is going to make the compensation higher.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work like it does in the NBA. Plus, there's also, you have to learn a playbook, and in the NBA, all you have to do is show up, be really boring, and shoot a lot of threes. We don't get a lot of Kirk Heinrichs in the NFL that get traded every single year.
Right. Was just looking. Denzel Ward's owed too much money for the next couple of years, so he's out.
I mean, I guess Joel Bitonio, if you wanted to get cute, but I mean, you've got really mediocre quarterback play. I don't see making your line worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get into the money. Bitonio wouldn't be bad for, God, he's in a void year too. Good Lord have mercy. Who are the Cleveland Browns actually paying next year? They must have $100 million in void years next year. Because they got Wyatt Teller, Bitonio, David Njoku, Jack Conklin, Ethan Posich, Shelby Harris, Cam Robinson, Devin Jenkins, Joe Tryon, Choyinka, and Devin Bush that all have void year money. They also have $28 million in dead cap. Yeah, Cleveland, you know what? If you can get out of somebody for anything, do it.
Right.
That is the craziest set of void money I think I've ever seen. They're paying over $100 million in voids next year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Cleveland, I hate to say this, it is not going to be fun for the next 18 months. Because you think you're bad right now? Woo. It's about to be a wooer. God, Andrew Berry should be fired just because he did that. Oh. Anyway, moving off Cleveland.
All right, Cleveland's got nobody. Maybe Bitonio.
Cleveland should just shutter the doors for 2026 and go, you know what? We're going to pay you, but we're not going to play. Because if any one of you gets hurt, we're going to have to sell something we don't want to.
Oh. All right, next.
Now we're getting into the we got the Raiders. Let me just shut the Max Crosby thing down right now. I've heard that a lot. He would be the biggest fish, and there's no telling what you would get for him.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get into the problems. If you sell him off, you basically have told your franchise, we're in full rebuild. The Pete thing ain't working. Now we're going to have to give you 2 more years of just being dog babies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get into the dead money.
Mm-hmm.
He has no guaranteed money after next year. Cost you $35 million. Your dead cat would be roughly $35 million.
To come off him now or to come off him next year?
To come off him now.
Okay.
At 28 years old, I mean, if a team showed up and gave me a Micah deal, okay, we can talk. But I'm not taking a cent less. Because now you're desperate. Is there a team that you look at and go, Max Crosby makes them a Super Bowl contender?
Ooh. Immediately?
I got one.
Indianapolis?
I was going to say Detroit. You put Detroit on. You put Max Crosby on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson. I don't care if you have me, Eddie Fox, and you playing cornerback in the back half of that. We'll be just fine.
Mm-hmm. Let's think of Indianapolis because, I mean, they don't really have a great pass rusher, do they? I mean, DeForest Buckner comes up the middle and
Latu and Kwity Paye.
Yeah.
They're fine. I mean, I'm not jumping up and down about it, but they have talent there.
Agreed.
And looking on the high side of New England, I would love to see a pass rusher in New England. Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
God, can you imagine him on the other side of Yaya Diaby with Baker Mayfield scoring 38 points a week?
Oh, it never happened.
Oh, no, it would never happen.
We're not
It's
that
just
smart.
Hypothetical. We're doing complete dum-dum radio right now. Hey, wouldn't it be great if they it never happens. So
yes.
I try to stay away from that as much as possible. The Raiders don't really have a ton else that I'm jumping up and down about.
Mm-hmm.
Because anybody that I would want, they're pot committed to because they're young.
Right.
I mean, I would say Raheem Mostert's on the high side of guys that they could come off of.
And then?
Now we get into the two that are less, I don't know that I would be selling. The Arizona Cardinals, I'm not selling. Straight up, I'm not doing it. I also would have fired Mosley in this week. They did not do that. But now you got the Cowboys. The Cowboys is the pivot game really for the Cardinals for me. If you lose to the Cowboys, the season's over.
Mm-hmm.
But if you beat the Cowboys, you steal one that you're not supposed to, and 9-8 looks more palatable. Because, look, they still play the Bengals. They play the Falcons, the Texans, the Jaguars, the 49ers, who I don't really believe in. You just put yourself so far behind the 8 ball, 5 losses in a row. And just think about that Titans game. Had you not lost that game in the most embarrassingly god-awful way possible,
right,
you would be 3-4 with losses to the 49ers on the road, the Seahawks, the Colts, and the Packers, and we would be talking about you completely differently. Even with your issues, we would still be talking about you differently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would put the Cardinals in the first of the contender category.
In the contender category?
Pretender category.
Pretender category. Okay.
Two things out of the chat that I do want to address. Jacoby Myers still wants out. That's from Matthew Hoffman. When I was 8 years old, I wanted the Spice Girls to come have a pillow fight with me at my birthday party. They didn't do that because they didn't want to. That's kind of in the same vein. Just because you want it doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you.
Nobody would want him?
It's not. I mean, a lot of people would want him. If you do that, as the Raiders, who are you throwing to for the rest of the year?
Tyler Lockett.
Woo. You mean the guy that the Titans looked at and went, nah, we're good. You have too many young guys to tap out on Jacoby Myers. Mm-hmm. And this is what they've been telling him for an entire year. We have rookie Jack Betch, rookie Dante Thornton, Trey Tucker, who's in his third year? I believe this is his third year.
Yes.
He would be the veteran of our receiving corps. How exactly do you expect me to throw a competent offense out there, especially with Brock Bowers going through the injury issues he's had this year? And for what? I'm going to get a 5th-round pick for a legit number 2 receiver in the league?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, are they throwing a competent offense anyway? Not really.
No. But again, this is – and I'm going to keep saying this as long as people keep saying things like that. I understand why you said it, because he wants to be traded. From the Raiders' standpoint, I have no incentive to trade him whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
None. I mean, if you got one, I'd be happy to hear it. But Jacoby Myers is pretty much the only competent receiver they have. You're going to get at least a 4th-round draft pick from him next year because he's going into a void year. And he'll be really high on the comp formula because he's the best free agent receiver on the market. Why would I trade him for less than a 4?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really need that pick this year, or am I okay with it being a year from now? Because I don't think you'll get much for him. Because what's my incentive to do it?
I was thinking that was a 4 seems a little high for him.
No doubt. That was what I was saying, is that no team would do that.
Gotcha.
You're going to get teams go, we'll give you a 6, or I can sit here and wait for a 4 a year from now. Do you see how stupid that sounds when you say it out loud? That's what Pete Carroll's been doing for a year. Going, I get it, you don't want to be here. Frankly, I don't either. If anybody else would have hired me, I'd have gone there. We're in it together, bruh.
Bruh.
We have a super chat before we go into the commercial.
All right.
It's from Great North Sports, said, if any coach can bully his GM into a trade he doesn't want to make, why is it Mike Vrabel on Elliott Wolf? I think Elliott Wolf adamantly wants to make a trade, and he can't get anybody to trade with him. I have it on good authority. He's called on every receiver that has possibly ever been thought of being available, and nobody will make a move with them. And I swear to you, I think it's because everybody in the league goes, we can't be the team that gives them the piece.
No, it's payback.
We cannot be the team that gives them the piece where they've got Stephon Diggs, and I'll use the last guy we were just talking about, Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
And now you've got Diggs and Myers and Booty and Demario Douglas and the 2 tight ends, and then you figure out Travion Henderson, and the next thing we know, you're the best team in the AFC, and all of our fan base goes, why did you do that?
Yep.
Why did you curse us with this again?
Mm-hmm. You don't want to be the ones to reestablish a dynasty.
For me, we are out of the definitive sellers. And this is where it gets interesting. Because now you got some teams that have actual talent that they could come off of if one of those real true contenders or buyers would come off enough compensation.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and it's ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back.
Sports on iHeart.
Clear.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Ohtani, the stuff of legend.
Baseball, the start of the NBA season, huge college football rivalries, and of course the NFL.
Touchdown, Denver! Holy mackerel!
Don't miss a second of the greatest reality show on the planet. Sports, play-by-play, podcasts, and local stations where you can join the conversation with real people.
How is he still our coach?
Open the free iHeart app and search your favorite league to start listening.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Haywood Regional Hospital is reminding you that 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in her lifetime. The good news, when caught early, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. This October, make your health a priority. Schedule a mammogram, practice self-exams, and encourage the women you love to do the same. Share resources, support local events, and consider donating to help fund research and patient care. Haywood Regional Hospital, standing with you and reminding you that early detection saves lives. News Radio 570 WWNC is proud to announce our 2025 Salute to Veterans, November 11th at Cultivated Cocktails in Asheville. Join us for an evening of special guests and dignitaries, all in honor of our veterans of Western North Carolina. Veterans get in free, a $10 donation at the door for everyone else. The first 150 people through the door will receive a commemorative pint glass. Cultivated Cocktails will offer both food and drink, plus free valet parking. Tuesday, November 11th.
Yeah.
Cocktails with News Radio
Who
570
said out loud,
WWNC and our
we want
Salute
Mark
to
Starling
Veterans.
to be the voice of breast
This
cancer
is
early
Carolina
examination.
football.
Hands off to Goss. Goss left side of the 10. Goss at the 5.
They know we work with women, right?
Friday, the Heels hit
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just throwing that
at
out
the
there.
Loud House. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30, kickoff at 7:30.
If I hear
on your
Amanda
home
Fox
for
talking about
Carolina
prostate
football.
exams, I'm going to be a
This
little
week's
offended.
And the rest of the crew will be heard on Rock 105.1. Well, I mean, that is his deal with the hospital. So the hospital gave him the script to read.
No matter what. Who make the
I don't think it was intentional of, hey, we're going to make Mark Starling the voice of breast exams.
I mean, I just feel
That's
like
what
that's one
family
where we should have
is all
gone.
about. Whether
Don't
they
know
walk
that you're the
on
one
two
that
legs,
should be voicing this.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
This is JW.
Because I'm not going to lie to you, hearing Mark Starling say self-testing made my skin vibrate.
We serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at ClarissaSellsWNC.com.
The Sportsocracy.
That's horrible. No, you know what that is? That's horror awful. That's horrible and awful mixed together. Horror awful.
I could not imagine staying up till 3 a.m. to watch the end of a baseball game, knowing that I had to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. And that's what Great North Sports in the YouTube comment says he did last night. Of course, our great Canadan friend watching for his Toronto Blue Jays in the World Series for the first time since 1993. And he was treated to 18 innings of misery. Well, I mean, 18 innings of, exciting baseball. Or what was it Pat McAfee said the day? It's been electrifying. Baseball for 6.5 plus hours. I can't get down with that. I mean, even in the heyday of my baseball watching, thinking back to 2004, like those games with the those extra innings games in the ALCS with the New York Yankees, those were 4.5 to 5 hour games. I can't imagine trying to hang in there for another 2 hours. So hats off to you, Great North Sports.
So,
however, David, I'm gonna say you probably shouldn't do that again.
I know this is going to be, Jeremy's brain goes to weird places, but here's what I heard you say when you said electrifying baseball. That would be like a funeral home coming to us and saying, we really want you to tout us as the most exciting funeral home. We're in your face, and we're wild and crazy. No.
Hey, talk to your boy. He's the one that said it.
Yeah. Baseball, I'll be honest with you. I think that should be a torture ticket. I did come up with some great torture tickets for you.
Oh, yeah?
On the shuttle to Charlotte on Sunday. I'm going to need you to lose a bet immediately.
I was going to say, are you going to share those with
me?
Or,
not until you lose. Not till you can't get out of it there, cantankerous.
Well, that doesn't seem fair.
I will say, one of them does involve you at a No Kings protest. That and it's so bad.
Oh God!
You as the political guy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I thought of it and I went, "Let's go, all of it, yeah, all in." He has to lose right now.
All right, we are in the midst of a Power Rankings Tuesday. I think we broke into the Pretenders category with the Arizona Cardinals.
We did. There's still one other 2-win team left, and there's a comment from the YouTube chat that I have to touch on.
Okay.
Soaring Eagle, and I'm trying to find the exact comment to read it verbatim. I saw somewhere with the BTJ rumors that they could do a 1-for-1 swap with Brian Thomas Jr. and Marvin Harrison Jr. Do you think he's on crimes? I don't just think he's on crimes. I think he has slid into mainlining unabashed felonies, because that is one of the craziest things I've ever heard out loud. Hey, you know those receivers that we watched backwards and forwards for 9 months, and we chose one and they chose the other? Let's swap them 18 months later as you're pushing up against having to pay them both. No. The BTJ rumors are absolutely insane to me. I go to a cap tip to our guy, Great North Sports. It's free to say excrement.
Yes.
You can say anything you want to for the low price of $0.
I was going to say, there's only one world where BTJ should be on a trading block or could be on a trading block, and that would be in fantasy football.
The only way Brian Thomas Jr. is not in Jacksonville is if he killed somebody we don't know about it, and he has to hop in a white Bronco and drive across the country to hide from the federal government.
Woof.
That is the only way he's not in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
I paint a word picture.
That was a hell of a picture.
Did I tell you about the guy in the O.J. Simpson jersey at the Bills game Sunday?
Oh, no.
I was like, that is a move, and it was a brand new one, too. I was like, first of all, where do you even buy that? Second of all, why did you buy that? Third of all, respect. Fourth of all, that's a move. That's a whole move that you did.
Yep. Did you see that? James Cook had the big game this weekend. Over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns in the game. He was the third running back in the Buffalo Bills history to do that. One of the other guys' name is Cookie, and the other one
is his last
Cooking
name Monster?
For Eternity. Do what?
I said, is his last name Monster?
No, I think his last name was Gilchrist. Cookie Gilchrist. And the other one, you know who it is.
Randy L. said murder isn't a federal charge, so that'll never happen. Depends on who you murder, bro.
Well, that's true.
You murder the wrong guy, and it becomes super federal.
And where? That matters, too.
And
kill him up on the parkway, you're screwed.
Yeah, and if you make a boo-boo and decide, I think I'm going to bury this body after I killed him in Florida and take it to Georgia, now it's super federal.
Indeed. Cross state lines. Most certainly. All right, we are in the midst of the power rankings here. Pretenders, who's next?
I feel like we have to touch on Baltimore, but to me, Baltimore's the team that I'm going to say this is going to sound crazy when I say it. I think Baltimore's contenders. I really do. I think Baltimore's a contender. The more I've looked at this, and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. Because Baltimore is probably the most bizarre first 8 weeks of a season I've ever seen. But then you look at who they lost to. Okay, this is a team that's absolutely murked by injuries. Mm-hmm. They've lost to the Bills, the Lions, the Chiefs, the Texans, and the Rams. And that game against the Texans, I think they were close to calling me. Hey, can you come take some reps? Because we don't have anybody left.
Yeah.
Do you know what all the teams that I just said have in common?
What's that?
They're all in the top 10 of the NFL standings right now. Outside of the Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams have 5 wins, the Lions have 5 wins, the Bills have 5 wins, and the Kansas City Chiefs have 5 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look at what they have coming up. Dolphins, Vikings, Browns, which is the saddest road trip I've ever seen in my life. All 3 of those games are on the road. They should win all 3 of them by 2 scores or more. Then they play the Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals before the end of the schedule kind of tightens up. The Baltimore Ravens are going to be 9-5. You get that, right? Because find me the game in that they're going to lose. I can't wait to hear it. They're going to lose to Captain. Nothing, no good can come from what I'm going to say here. Tua Tagovailoa. They're going to lose to J.J. McCarthy. They're going to lose to Dylan Gabriel, Justin Fields, Joe Falco, or the ghost of Aaron Rodgers past. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, no, they are not. You get to 10 wins in the AFC, you make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are legit contenders, and I don't think they have to do anything.
I feel like they got to be. I feel like you should put them in the buyers category.
So what do you buy?
I mean, that defense has not been good, so don't you have to make an adjustment?
What do you buy? Here's why I didn't.
That's a great question.
What do you buy? Am I going to go get a pass rusher? Okay. You just invested a very high draft pick in one, and you just traded one away. So why don't I just keep Odafeoa? Because I really needed Alohi Gilman. You're pot committed. This team is what they are. And it started very badly, and this is going to look super wild when a team through the first half of the season, their best win is over the Chicago Bears, and then we're going to turn around and they're 9-5. That's a contender team. You know what the best thing the Baltimore Ravens can get in any kind of transaction is? Their own players back. And don't look now, but a lot of them are coming back this week. Including, but not limited to, their only competent quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Your derision of Snoop Huntley shall not stand.
Oh, do we have another fight? Oh, I think we have another fight on Twitter.
Another fight? Who's fighting on Twitter?
Ian Rappaport. So this is very intricate. Mike Garafolo spoke to a few teams that reached out to the Giants on Kayvon Thibodeau. They've been told there's no interest in trading him, sources say. Thibodeau's under contract through next season after the team picked up his 5th-year option. They intend on having him in 2026. Ian Rappaport, who got into a borderline fistfight at the Combine with Jordan Schultz. The Giants didn't work to build up their defensive front, only to start tearing it down. And that was him going straight Stone Cold Steve Austin, double birds, Eric Cartman. Nah, 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 nah. And I love it. I love all of that.
All right, Baltimore Ravens, they're your first in the contender tier. Skipping ahead a little bit. But if they get healthy, we know how dangerous that team and Lamar Jackson can be. The defense has been giving up a lot, but it would take quite a few miracles for them to lose a couple of games over the next 7. I mean, looking at like Cincinnati might outscore them possibly in a shootout.
And now we're to the fun part. Now we're to the 3 and 4 win teams. This is where this gets fun.
Rubber meets the road here in the Sportsocracy on a Power Rankings Tuesday. We'll be right back on ESPN Asheville 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
The
damp weather continues. A washout, no, but a bright sunny day today, no. And it's the same thing for tomorrow. Might not see the sunshine here again until late week. So some scattered showers possible this afternoon, 53. Tonight, a few showers around, especially late, 43. And some scattered showers tomorrow. And again, patchy fog in the morning, an east-northeast breeze and a high of 50. Still a chance of showers Thursday early, and then by Friday we'll have sunshine back with a high near 55. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Your radio just got a digital upgrade.
With the free iHeartRadio app, you can save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts.
With easy presets.
It's your personal audio passport. Get what millions already have.
The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound,
How long do
cold
we have right
drinks,
here
and the
tonight?
best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the...
You got 45 seconds.
All right, I want to ask you a
pound of
question.
pork or
Rapid
chicken,
fire.
a full rack of ribs,
Top
3
5
pints of
players
sides,
in
and
red
slider
zone
rolls,
targets this
feeding
year.
4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown.
Oh, God, I have no clue.
Where the
Devontae
fans
Adams at
feast.
16.
We are the Knicks
Trey
family,
McBride
and
at
this is our
13.
Ingalls story.
Amon
to
Ross,
Henderson
St. Brown,
County,
Christian
North Carolina, known
McCaffrey,
throughout
and
the
Troy
South as
Franklin.
Apple Country.
Wow.
That's your top
The
5 in
Wedge
red zone
Farm.
targets.
Wow.
Generation.
That's a wild
cultivated
stat.
Fresh fruit for the local community and beyond. For decades, these beautiful locally grown apples have graced the shelves of Ingalls markets, and we look forward to carrying them for decades to come. Ingalls. Low prices, love the savings.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, coming to you live from the Ingalls studio and the NFLDraft.net Mullet Manor. It's a Power Rankings Tuesday. We're breaking them down into categories. Sellers, we're done with the sellers.
Yep.
We talked about the worst teams in the league. New Orleans, the Jets, the Giants, the Browns, Titans, Raiders, Dolphins. We got one pretender so far. That's the Arizona Cardinals. And then Jeremy has jumped the Baltimore Ravens all the way up to the contender realm because, well, the schedule is pretty easy.
She leans out quite significantly.
Yeah, coming up, and they're getting healthy. So we shall see if they make the run.
And for
Here
those
over
that
the next
haven't
few
figured this
several
out, we're doing this in the order of your sitting record. So I'm doing this in reverse draft order right now.
Right. So the pretenders tier, who's next?
Washington Commanders. I can't wait to hear what you say about this team. They're a pretender, no doubt.
But there's nothing you can do but sit back and wait.
Oh, I don't agree with that even kind of a little bit.
Really?
Nope.
What could they do?
So if you're looking at Washington for the long haul, what is it you want to do with this team?
Win.
Mm-hmm. How many guys are free agents for Washington next year?
I don't know. How many?
So this is a team that went pretty all in. Right?
Sure.
Now we went and got Deebo Samuel. Mm-hmm. We went and got all these different players that they were going to build up this team.
Mm-hmm.
Going into next offseason, Deebo Samuel, Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz, Von Miller, Austin Eckler, Dietrich Wise. I could keep doing this, but those are the high values. Is there any chance they bring Deebo Samuel back?
I would say no.
I would say no as well. Bobby Wagner, there is actually a chance you bring him back. Why would you not look to move off Deebo or Zach Ertz? Yeah, you're only going to get a low-level draft pick. Deebo, you'll probably get more in a comp pick next offseason, so you just ride the lightning there.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Ertz, I could definitely see a team. As bad as this league is at tight end in places, I could easily see a team going, yeah, we could make a move on Zach Ertz. You're going to get a conditional 6, but what's the point? You're doing nothing for the rest of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Deron Payne. If a team called you on Deron Payne and was willing to pay what he actually would cost, would you do it?
Probably.
You'll save a good amount of money to do it.
Yeah, probably.
He's 28 years old.
But what does that take? When you say give him what he's worth, what is it?
For me, it's going to have to look strikingly similar to that Marshawn Lattimore deal last year.
Which was what?
I think they gave up 4 picks. There was a 3. There was a 3, at least 1 5. I can't remember what all the exact specifics were. But Deron Payne's having one of his best years on a defense that's not very good. If you wanted to, if a team came to me and had a legit offer, I'm talking about it.
Okay.
And I say that about Washington to say this about the Atlanta Falcons. I feel the exact opposite about Atlanta that I do about Washington. If I'm Atlanta, I'm kicking every tire I can kick. You don't have a first-round pick this year. There is absolutely no incentive for you to roll over and die. And if there is a team out there that is coming off a legit, honest-to-God wide receiver, I'm interested. I'm interested. I will try to put somebody on the opposite side of Drake London because I'm looking at that schedule going, yes, we're 3-4. Yes, we have a weird loss to the Carolina Panthers. Yes, we have a weird loss to the Miami Dolphins. We also have a good win over the Vikings. We beat them sideways. Have a decent win over the Commanders, and we beat the smoke off the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
About choked and died right there.
But you only, but in doing that, is there anything that gets you to the playoffs?
All right, so I want you to tell me where I'm wrong here.
All right.
They play the Panthers, the Saints, the Jets, the Cardinals, and the Saints again.
Okay.
Name me the game there they should lose.
There's not one.
Exactly. Just those 5 wins get you to 8-9.
Mm-hmm.
You've already shown you can beat good teams. You beat the smoke off the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Seahawks in your building. You get the Rams in your building. You have to go to Tampa Bay, but that's on a Thursday night, and those games have been really weird over the last handful of years. The Colts are the Patriots. The Colts is an international game. The Patriots is this week. You win 2 of those 5 games I just said. Fact or fiction, you should make the playoffs. 10 wins should get you to the playoffs.
Yeah,
in the
that'll
NFC.
get you to 10.
Especially when one of your losses already is to an AFC team.
Mm-hmm. Could be close.
I'm already all in if I'm the Falcons. I'm already all in if I'm the Falcons. The defense is not the problem. The offense is. And you're going to have to prop up Michael Penix, and the way to do that is by giving him another target.
Mm-hmm.
Because Darnell Mooney and David Sills are not doing it. Every team looks at Atlanta and goes, we have to deal with 2 guys, potentially a third if they remember he's on the team this week.
Mm-hmm.
So the Olaves, and obviously it's in the division, but any of these teams we've talked about, receivers coming out of their building, if I'm Atlanta, I'm calling.
I just don't know that we already talked about Jacoby Myers not leaving Las Vegas. But
Jacoby Myers will be a great one, though.
But he's the only one that comes to mind. But I don't think that gets you there. I don't think that makes you a contender.
Contender in that you're going to win a playoff game? No, I would agree. That's why I have him in the pretender category. Does it make you competitive to get there? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Darnell Mooney and David Sills have been bottom 10 receivers in the NFL this year. The line's hurt. If you could find a way to get a right tackle, that would be awesome, but probably not out there.
I was going to say, where is one of those?
Hiding. Very well.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get another piece. Even if it's for the long haul. I don't care. I'm pot committed because I gave up my first-round pick. I'm stuck with Michael Penix because, for better or worse, I took him in the top 10. You shouldn't have done it. I said it then. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
You and Minnesota are both sitting in your poopy diaper right now. You did this to you. I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. And now you got to make chicken salad out of chicken excrement.
Yep.
Jacoby Myers, now that you've said that, I can't unsee him in Atlanta would be phenomenal.
All right. Next.
The next one on the list, and I think this one's super interesting, the Cincinnati Bengals. What do you do if you're that dumpster fire? You just lost to the Jets.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't feel like you can rebuild your defense mid-season.
No. To me, this team's DED dead.
I was going to say, is that a one-piece thing? No.
No, I think this team's dead. I'm trying to scrub the books to get ready for Joe Burrow to come back next year. Because, look, I'm gonna tell you something about the Bengals that I haven't heard many people say. They've got a significant amount of cap space next year.
Okay.
I think it's 64 million. If somebody's interested in Trey Hendrickson, I'm in. I'll even let you negotiate with him. Get that long-term deal done. You can have him 2 or 3 years. Because I'm not going to be good by the time he's – because I don't see any way he re-signs in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. As big a headache as it was just to get him covered for this year, I don't see us doing that again. I don't know how many pieces they have that would be all of that attractive to contenders, but I know Trey Hendrickson would be.
Yeah.
I know that unequivocally.
Okay.
And if somebody calls on anything else, I'm listening.
So you're
Joe's untouchable, T's untouchable, Jamar Chase is untouchable. Everything else can be discussed.
Okay. And then?
Then you get to Minnesota. And Minnesota's probably the hardest team for me to figure out. Not because I think they're even vaguely competing to make the playoffs. I don't know what your plan with this team is. Right now, you have two elite wide receivers. And when I say something you disagree with, you feel free to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You have two elite receivers. I think you have a top quarter of the league tight end. And there's not a whole lot else that I look at and go, yeah, you crush it there. Everybody talks about the defense. I think it's one of the greatest myths I've ever seen.
Okay.
You watch Minnesota passively, and you see that blitzing defense, and they crowd the line, and, they harassed Aaron Rodgers or whoever else it was. Can you empirically give me any piece of evidence that says this Minnesota Vikings defense is even competently good? They're one of the worst run defenses in the league. They get obliterated by running backs. Kamani Vidal just ate their lunchbox. They give up a ton of points. Where is this good defense coming from that everybody talks about? I started thinking this a handful of weeks ago, specifically when Carson Wentz took over, because it became so unbelievably obvious to me. You give up points to any competent offense you play. Oh, you smoked the Bengals. They turned it over 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
You barely beat the Browns. You got obliterated by the Chargers. And I'll be honest with you, I never thought you were all that competitive against the Eagles or the Steelers to win it. Game stayed close. I never thought you were beating them. And now you go Lions, Ravens, Bears, at the Packers, at the Seahawks, Commanders, at the Cowboys. A couple of those teams aren't good, but they can still score.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears and the Cowboys are not good football teams. They can score. And they're going to score on you. And you don't score easily. The Vikings are about as dead of a team as I think I've ever seen. Because I can't figure out what you do well. You got a quarterback that's barely played. 2 high-end receivers. You can't run to save your life, and I don't really care who you stick back there.
Mm-hmm.
You paid to upgrade the lines, and the lines have been terrible. Minnesota should be looking to sell off. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they won't do that.
No. I don't believe they will.
And this is a great time for me to ask.
Because I think they think they're good.
And this is a great time for me to ask, do you miss Sam Darnold yet? Because you really should. So bad. I'll send you regards. So I'll tell you,
I'm
send
sure.
your best.
Oh, I'm sure. Kevin O'Connell bangs his head against the wall every day.
Why are we so stupid?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why didn't we hang on to the good quarterback? And now you got J.J. McCarthy and no backup.
Yay.
Well, I mean, you got Max Brosmer.
Woo!
But
The
Carson
legend
Wentz
of Max Brosmer.
So Minnesota's dead to you.
Dead. D-E-D, dead. And then you get the 2 Texas teams, the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have to be buyers. I don't think you have a choice. The AFC is so bad that Houston has to be looking around going, are there, honest to God, 7 teams better than us in this conference? Because I don't think there are.
Well, I mean, it did look like Sunday. The offense certainly looked like it was clicking.
It really helps when you play a defense that you know backwards and forwards, because you play practically the exact same defense and you do it better.
Mm-hmm. Higgins and Noel looked real good. Hutchinson made some plays as well. Stroud looked pretty good.
I mean, and then just look at who they play. They've still got games with the Broncos with no Pat Surtain, the Jaguars, the Titans. That's your next 3. I will say you will definitely be favored in 2 of those. The line against the Broncos, I'm going to say, is probably closer than people would think. I haven't looked, but I am looking right.
The Texans are a 1.5-point favorite.
Damn it! I wanted to say that out loud, and no, they didn't go that crazy.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. I think the Texans have to be buyers. Now, what are you buying? I would love to say the line. The problem is that this front office is who put this line together. So what you should do and what makes any form of sense for you to do are not the same. Because you drafted Ariante Ursery. Titus Howard plays on the right side. So even if you went, yeah, you know what, we could do better and move Ursery over to the right side, put Titus Howard at guard, but Ed Ingram plays guard too. And he's been the best offensive lineman on this team. It's not close. I think the weapons are getting better. They should be a buyer. They should be a buyer on the offensive line. I will say they are a pretender, but there's still a pretty good chance they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay. And then that brings us to the Dallas Cowboys.
Go get somebody defensively. I don't care who. I don't care what position they play. For the love of all that's good and holy, can you find somebody that can play dead in the Western on defense? It'd be really nice if they had a pass rusher. Man, I wonder if Green Bay'd come off my – oops.
Whoops.
Watch him trade for Trey Hendrickson. Would that not be the funniest thing in the history of time? They trade Micah Parsons and then trade for Trey Hendrickson.
But in the end, would it matter because the defense wasn't good with Micah Parsons?
It was better than it is right now.
Sure. But it wasn't as good as you wanted it to be and not as good as you pretended it was.
They're an assault on your eyes right now. They're a full-on assault on your eyeballs right now.
Agreed, and it's going to continue. You say they should be buyers, and I would say, Jerry Jones absolutely feels like they're buyers. But even if you're a buyer, that doesn't mean it's going to do anything for you.
I have this on good authority. They've called the Jets so many times about Quinnen Williams that I believe it's gotten to please don't call us again. We are not interested in anything you are selling. Please take us off your list. Stop it.
We got to take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400 Power Rankings Tuesday continues after this.
ESPN Asheville.
All right, you clear.
Your mountain weather forecast.
I'll be right back.
The day of weather continues. A washout, no, but a bright sunny day today, no. That's the same thing for tomorrow. Might not see the sunshine here again until late week. So some scattered showers possible this afternoon, 53. Tonight, a few showers around, especially late, 43. And some scattered showers tomorrow. And again, patchy fog in the morning, an east-northeast breeze and a high of 50. Still a chance of showers Thursday early, and then by Friday we'll have sunshine back with a high near 55. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stajic.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
This is what it sounds like to win $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my God, thank you.
Get ready for it to happen to you.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Every weekday.
Awesome!
Looking for a career with stability and purpose? NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring correctional officers statewide with benefits, paid vacation, and opportunities to grow within the field. Learn more. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now...
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Haywood Regional Hospital is reminding you that 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in her lifetime. The good news, when caught early, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. This October, make your health a priority. Schedule a mammogram, practice self-exams, and encourage the women you love to do the same. Share resources, support local events, and consider donating to help fund research and patient care. Haywood Regional Hospital, standing with you and reminding you that early detection saves lives.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, we found out a lot of things about our community. We saw neighbors helping neighbors, and we learned in desperate times one of the best things to have around is a redneck with a chainsaw.
Not just a chainsaw, boy, just country boys in general. When you live in these mountains, you figure it out. Like, you make stuff happen.
After answering the calls for help that they heard on the radio, the Chainsaw Brothers are still here, making it happen the right way. Fair, insured, and local. Need tree help? Call the Chainsaw Brothers. 316-1013. 316-1013.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
This is where it starts. Where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
From the very beginning, you have been the calm in this storm.
News Radio 570 WWNC was there.
You have been absolutely the lifeline to everybody.
We are the voice of the mountains.
From the Ingalls studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, check. That's check. Enter it now.
Go to ESPNAVL.com to play, and good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell!
Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville. You are listening to a Power Rankings Tuesday here in the Sportsocracy. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We are heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. You can watch us live from the Ingalls studio and the NFLDraft.net Mullet Manor. On YouTube, just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, and join us in the chat. Jeremy Green, it is
Power Rankings Tuesday.
Yep. It's just getting worse and worse.
It's going to be a aggressive afternoon nap Tuesday here in about 1 U.S. hour.
Still trying to recover from the Carolina Panthers Buffalo Bills game.
Well, and we're doing Tennessee this weekend.
Yep.
Tank and I are talking about doing a big football live stream on Sunday from Tennessee. I'm just looking at all this going, I got about 36 hours to get as much sleep as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this is the job that I was put on this earth for.
Got to rest up. That's for sure. We got to put the work in here though over the next 57 minutes as Power Rankings Tuesday comes down to the wire. The buyers and the contenders. The Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans are the first in the buyers category. Who's next?
Well, there's only one 4-4 team in the NFL, and it's the Carolina Panthers. And if you don't consider them a pretender, I don't really know what to. I mean, this is a team that just got absolutely spanked on their home field. Mm-hmm. And now they get to go to Lambeau and play the Packers. 3 weeks from now, they got to go to Atlanta and play the Falcons. Then they got to go to San Francisco and play the 49ers. They still have one with the Rams, two with the Bucs, and one with the Seahawks. This is a sweet 4-4 team that's going to go 6-11.
More than likely.
But I think you have things to be encouraged about. This past week notwithstanding, the defense looks better. It's not good, but it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay the course. I think the old Davey Canales has done everything he needs to do to keep his job. And this offseason, you got to figure out a quarterback. I don't know what you're going to do there. I do not envy the fact that you are the ones that have to figure it out. But I'm not trading off pieces, and I'm not adding squad. So they are just a pretender.
Can we trade Chuba Hubbard?
If somebody would take him, and nobody will, because every other team in the NFL understands he is at best the second best running back on your roster, and he might be the third.
I don't know about third, but
Trevor Etienne can at least return kicks.
Certainly,
that's one more skill than Chuba Hubbard has.
He's certainly the second best running back on the team, and Dave Canales apparently has figured that out, telling the media yesterday that he's gonna cut back on this whole splitting touches thing between Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard.
That should be a nice way of Chuba Hubbard's going to come stand next to me.
Even if they wanted to be sellers, would there be much that anybody would want to pilfer off of this squad?
No. J.C. Horn, end of message. Because I don't think they're coming off Teteroa McMillan, and if they've got a brain cell in their head, they're not coming off Rico Dowdle.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina needs to get some of these young guys some more meaningful snaps. I really want to see Mitchell Evans in this lineup far more than he has been. And I think it's about time we admit Xavier Leggett was a boo-boo.
Yes.
Stay
That'd be
the
a
course.
piece that I'd be willing to move off of, but I don't know that anybody's going to give you anything for it.
Stay the course. 1,000 points of light. Just keep going.
Just keep sucking, Panthers. Next
is probably the toughest team in the NFL for me, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
You're going to say pretender on the Jaguars, aren't you?
Yes.
I am not.
Ooh, you think they're a contender? Or a buyer?
I think they should be a buyer.
Okay.
Look, you go down the schedule, there's a ton of winnable games. And if I can make the playoffs in year one of this Liam Cohen thing, I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
You also don't have a first-round pick this year. There is no reason for you not to make an aggressive push. I think your defense is pretty good. It's not great. It's going to look much better over the second half of the season than it did in the first because you get a lot of, we'll say, sketchy offenses that you get to play.
Mm-hmm. How many wins does it take in the AFC?
10. 10's a guarantee. 9 might do it.
9. Well, I feel like this team is sitting at 9. They're already 4-3. And you've got the Raiders, the Cardinals, Tennessee Titans twice, New York Jets.
That's 5 guaranteed to me.
That should get you to 9.
That's 5 guaranteed. All you have to do is not lose a game that you have no reason losing.
Right. That's
and
not
then
including,
steal one.
Right. That's not including the Texans who have had their issues this year. That's not including the Chargers who have been up and down, heckle and jive all season long. There are games that you can get there.
You also get one, and just remember I said this, you get one late against the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Colts probably not going to be playing for anything.
Except to beat your ass. Because it's a divisional game.
That's a thin roster, and I ain't risking players to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I'm also sitting players for 2 weeks, though, going into the playoffs.
Oh, it's not sitting them. No. I'm not going to sit them. Some of them will play. You're just going to get a deeper bench than you've gotten in the past. So instead of Jonathan Taylor having all but 29 carries that this team has had in 8 games, probably going to be a lot more of DJ Giddens. And that 100% does happen.
Yep. But if they wanted to be buyers, what are they getting?
I think you got to do something with that line. Their offensive line is brutal. And they may get Trevor Lawrence killed. I mean, he already runs like a tranquilized giraffe anyway. You get him hit one more time, he's going to look like a three-legged giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be averse to another guy that could rush a passer either, but I think that's probably asking a little bit much. Also, you should probably play Travis Hunter to be what you drafted him to be, which is a number 1 corner and a number 2 receiver. But that's just me. I gave up a first-round draft pick to trade up to get a receiver that wasn't Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
That's an odd move.
However, he's been the best one on the team, hasn't he?
That's not saying a lot.
No. It's been abysmal for Brian Thomas. All right, after Jacksonville, who else is a buyer?
Chicago Bears.
Buyers?
Pretender.
Okay.
That's a pretender if I've ever seen a pretender. You've beaten the Commanders, the Raiders, the Cowboys, and the Saints, and you walk around and act like you've done something. Meanwhile, the only 2 good teams you've played, and I'm being very liberal with good when I say Baltimore Ravens, have beaten your ass like Foghorn Leghorn on that dog.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I've ever seen a team that had more unearned, just liberal arts confidence than the Chicago Bears. And I get it. You still play the Giants. You play the Bengals. You play the Vikings again. And then we get to the meaty clackers of that schedule where I don't think you win more than 1 game in the last month and a half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're going to get abused in 5 of them. They go at the Eagles, at the Packers, the Browns. They get the Packers again, at the 49ers, and the Detroit Lions to end the season.
Mm-hmm.
You better hope you don't slip up in the next month, because if you do, not going to end so well.
Well, I can only imagine how the Chicago faithful are going to be reacting if this team does stay the course, win these next few games. You got a 7-3 team that crashes out at the end of the year because the schedule stiffens up. That's going to be quite fun to watch on the old Twitter box.
The Bears have one of my favorite fan bases. If you ever want to know how realistic they actually are, go read the comments. Like if you see a video talking about the Bears and, Ben Johnson's, go read the comments. You find the Bears fans very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Will you shut up, please? I did this the other day because I saw, obviously knowing Ben the way we do, I saw a picture of Ben on YouTube. And so I went, I'll go click on it. I didn't even hear a word they said because I was doing nothing but reading through the comments and laughing hysterically. Because it was every Bear fan going, what are you talking about? We haven't done squat. And I appreciate the realism.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Do we have a buyer next?
I don't know what to do with this one. It's the last 4-win team. It's your Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, I guess you have to be a buyer.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely.
Because your quarterback's almost old enough to get that little AARP magazine in the mail. But I don't want to. You're not a threat to anybody. But, I mean, you're all in.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh's another one of those teams. What's your plan moving forward?
Well, I mean, they've already solved the offensive weapons problem with MVS.
Oh,
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Future Pro Bowler.
That is your number 2.
How many teams has he played for?
It's been a few. Probably not as many as you think, though. I mean, he had the Packers, he had the Chiefs, he had the Jets. Who else?
He didn't play for us.
I thought he did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I'm thinking of Lazard.
Wow, that's two dudes that could not be less alike if they tried. Let's see. In the last 2 years, he's played for the Bills, Saints, Seahawks, 49ers, and Steelers. That's in the last 2 years. 2 seasons. We're talking in the last 15 months. He's been on 5 rosters.
Wow. I didn't even realize that.
So that's 7. He was on 2 teams the first 6 years in the league, and he's been on 5 in 18 months. Woo. That's a wooer. Pittsburgh, to me, is a pretender. There's really not much to talk about. They don't have a ton of ammo to go get better. What I would really love is for you to find a competent offensive coordinator, but that ain't happening.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then?
Now we're to the 5-win teams. And I'm not going to do these in playoff order. I'm going to do this in the order that the reverse order of how I believe in them. The first one's the San Francisco 49ers. You have to be a buyer. And you've got to find somebody that can rush a passer. I just don't know who it's going to be. I said Quincy Williams earlier with the Jets, and I cannot unsee that.
Mm-hmm.
He just adds something to that team. You need a shot in the keister. Because this week you got absolutely unveiled by the Houston Texans. Do you disagree with that in any way?
I do not.
San Francisco is like they're the Sasquatch of the NFL. You won a tight one with the Rams. You beat a mediocre and a bad Falcons team, a bad Cardinals team, a bad Saints team, and you caught the Seahawks in week 1. Other than that, you've lost the Texans, the Bucs, and the Jaguars, and you weren't really close in any of those games.
Mm-hmm.
But we only lost the Jaguars by 5. Watched every snap of it. Never for 1 second thought you were beating them. You get the Giants this week, that should be a win. Then you play the Rams, they owe you one. You're going to win a lot of games, and you're going to go into the playoffs and get absolutely dusted in round 1 by whoever you play, and I don't care who it is.
Yeah, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Bears. They got 1 game at the Colts. They have the game against the Los Angeles Rams. The rest of those games they should be favored in.
They should call Mike McDaniel and go, Mike, buddy, listen, you're going to be the offensive coordinator here next year. You should trade us one of your pass rushers so you can come back out here and coach them 9 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
That would be forward-thinking, El Guapo.
Yep. All right, San Francisco's a buyer. Who else?
Then we get into the next team I believe in the least on this list would be the Chargers. If there is a living, breathing tackle on this market, you have to go chase them. Who is that going to be? I have absolutely less than 0 idea.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to shake every tree you can find to see what falls out. Because they have been terrible at the tackles. I'll be honest with you, watching the Vikings last week just with no ability to get anywhere near Justin Herbert, that was my first confirmation of, why is it that people think this defense is so good? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Herbert sat back there. He got sacked twice. One of them was 100% his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was a blown protection. You've got to do something at the tackles, but I still believe that in the Chargers. If they could find somebody to make Justin Herbert look the way he did last Thursday. If I can keep him upright, I can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is you haven't been able to do that.
But is it because I thought earlier in the season, I remember a lot of talk about how Joe Alt was so good.
Joe Alt's been incredible.
All right, so you're just talking about Trey Pipkins.
Or Bobby Hart, or Mekhi Becton, I said tackle because I think that's your biggest problem. I don't really care who it is so long as they play on the offensive line. Because outside of if you look at the analytical metric on them, it's really funny to see how green Joe Alt is and how red everybody else is. Because that line's been atrocious. Mm-hmm. And that's with a ton of weapons. Now you got a Rondé Gadsden who just fell out of the sky. I mean, unless you listen to our draft coverage, in which case you would have already known. He is the quintessential big slot.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can get your I Heart Big Slots T-shirt from our merch store anytime.
Okay, so the Chargers are a buyer, and they got to buy a tackle.
Offensive lineman of any kind. For the love of all that's good and holy, find somebody that can block. I don't care if you find a big dude on the side of the road and just go, hey, how many times can you bench press 225? Is it over 15? We should talk. I don't care. And Mekhi Becton, please go back to Philadelphia. That's the only place you're any good. He looks so much like Jet Becton. I'm having flashbacks watching him in L.A.
All right, next up.
The next one was tougher to pick the team than whether they should be buyers or sellers. From here on out, there are no sellers and there are no pretenders to me. If you've gotten to this point,
you're good.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say you have a chance to win a game in the playoffs. Okay. There are a couple teams that I don't think are great, and I think good's pushing it, but you win a game.
Okay.
The first one, I'll go the Green Bay Packers. You can pour it on bad defenses. Can you pour it on a good one? Because I haven't seen you do that yet. And you're going to have a few opportunities against the Eagles and the Broncos. You get the Ravens at the end of the year, which is absolutely not when I want to play them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Green Bay is – I'm going to say they're a contender, but that's almost more of a cop-out of I just don't want them to invest more into this roster. Green Bay's another team that they don't have a plan. This is the deepest roster I think I've ever seen. From pillar to post, 1 to 53, it is the deepest roster I've ever seen. Because you get to the back end of this roster, and you got guys that would be starting on other teams.
Okay.
The problem is, name me a star on this team. Tucker Kraft. And then? Micah Parsons. I thought that one was... I realized when I looked over and saw that look on your face and went, okay, so I have to say that out loud. Okay. I thought that was assumed, but.
Rashawn Gary.
Is Rashawn Gary a star? Because I don't think he is.
Okay. Edgerrin Cooper.
Is he a star? Rashawn Gary is 5th in the NFL in sacks, and I'll be honest with you, at no point have I watched his tape and gone, man, he's gotten so much better. No. The way you're blocked has changed vehemently because you got Micah Parsons on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Micah's getting better by the week. I don't know if it's just he's figuring out that defense or what it is. He was a menace against Pittsburgh. I just feel like their receiver room is the living embodiment of that roster. You got Dobbs, you got Golden, you got Watson, you got Dontavian Wicks, and Jaden Reed, who's on IR. I think they're all solid 2s. Some of them 3s.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a star. You cannot win in this league without stars. And your third would be Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
And Cooper, I would say he flirts with star, and then it gets to, you're an off-ball linebacker. You're really good at that. The problem is if an off-ball linebacker is the 4th best player on your team and his name's not Fred Warner, you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm. All right, after the Green Bay Packers, where does your confidence lie?
After the Packers, I go to the Rams. I don't know if you feel the same way I do. The Rams look good, but they always leave me wanting more. And they're another one. Okay, you beat the Colts in a game that was very competitive. That was a very good win.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything else they've done this entire year actually impress you? You beat the Ravens with Geddy Lee.
Playing with the Eagles and losing like you did to the Eagles was it was a travesty. But I don't feel like that's a game that you should be ashamed of.
No, and the way you lost, you should be ashamed of. They're just clunky to me. You have all the pieces. I love your coach. I think you're well coached. There's just something clunky about that roster that I cannot put my finger on. Because if I say buyer, what is it that I'm looking to buy? I like that you added Roger McCreary. I think that adds something to the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at that roster and go, oh, God, you got to fix this hole at blank. I just look at this roster and go, it's good, but there's something about it that doesn't do it for me, and I cannot figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Look, knowing me the way you do, I tell you there's a team that has one defensive lineman that I really like. They've got 2 edge rushers that I really like. The offensive line is playing at a high level, and you have 2 of the top 10 rated receivers in the NFL. Oh, by the way, your running back's Kyron Williams. Would you not think I would just be waxing poetic about that team?
Yes.
Because that's the definition of how I would build an NFL football team.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I still look at L.A. and just go, there's something missing there.
I don't know. I mean, if Roger McCreary is as good as he can be in whatever, I mean, you're the X's and O's scheme guy, so if he fits in that system and he plays well, then I feel like that could be a missing piece. That could be the thing that vaults you into top contender status. Because I think that's the only thing that we've really knocked them on is the secondary.
The secondary struggles at times. Kyron Williams turns the ball over too much. I keep staring at this Rams roster going, there's a player out there somewhere. I don't know who it is. But there's a player out there somewhere that you could add to this roster, and all of a sudden I would love this team. I just can't figure out who it is.
Mm-hmm. A wide receiver. Give me some depth.
I don't even care about that. I like
Jacoby Myers.
I like the deeper pieces that they have. It's not that. There's something about them that it doesn't do it for me. And I want it to because I think Sean McVay is a great coach.
Mm-hmm. All right, you are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The trade deadline coming up next week. Who else is a buyer, and who are the contenders? Who also, I mean, if you're a contender, why not buy and just make yourself even more of a contender moving forward? We'll be right back on ESPN Asheville.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All right, we're clear.
Dang it.
Streaming only on Hulu right now.
Jelly Roll! Hi, this is Ed Sheeran.
Cool
Brian Adams. Make some noise for Tate McRae.
Hey, I'm Sammy Hagar.
Mariah Carey.
We have Maroon 5. Good evening.
Hey, this is John Fogerty.
Tim McGraw.
And so much more.
See it all at our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Streaming only on Hulu right now.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together.
I just got an email. Hey, you're supposed to be promoting this thing, and it's today. Oh, awesome.
Anxious or
we
afraid,
have 32
but
minutes
there
left
is
in your
hope.
second show
Reach
of the day.
Stay in touch with your community and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
I think everybody outside of TL has just decided I'm not going to ask him for anything because he seems to be rather pissed off. We're not quite sure about what, but he seems to be very pissed off.
Hit the road to face off against Syracuse at the Loud House. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30, kickoff at 7:30 on your home for Carolina football.
This week's coverage from Jones Angel, Dave Nathan, and the rest of the crew will be heard on Rock 105.1.
Now, TL I talk to every day.
Parks III.
She actually just emailed me 5 minutes ago.
Quest to make the best baseball podcast of all time.
We're gonna let them use our generator for the Evelyn toy drive, so we don't all freeze to death this year.
Imagine a world where the boys in blue go back to back in 2025.
That's the dream.
Rings, baby.
Listen to
That's not a huge generator.
It's not a huge tent.
Listening on the free iHeartRadio.
Okay.
I mean, all they got to
Selling
do
your
is
home?
run a
Don't settle for average.
couple of
Our
heaters
real
off
estate
of it.
team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
This is where it starts. Where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself.
Oh, Tank, I'm gonna take a nap so hard.
And step by step, you get stronger.
All right, we're going to come back and do just like a real little short thing here and then go to the next break.
You finish. Angles, we're with you every step of the way.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. And Jeremy, you got the day off coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a Womack Wednesday. We will have, of course, the reconvening on Thursday out at our favorite spot to watch foosball. That's a Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. It is the place with the best meat in town, and their meat is so good that they'll take it anywhere. They got the food truck that they take out to all special events around the area. Also saw where they are going to be coming to Kimmel Arena. It's like Bears Smokehouse Barbecue is going to be serving up their meet out at the UNC Asheville basketball games. And speaking of, we got our first UNC Asheville basketball game of the season on the iHeartRadio airwaves tonight, starting at 6 o'clock over on News Radio 570 WWNC. You can listen all season long on ESPN Asheville and WWNC throughout the year. Bears is the place to go. Whether you are in the mood for great meat, or whether you're in the mood for a wonderful salad with a bunch of meat on it, or whether you're got a hankering for mac and cheese with a bunch of meat on it, or baked beans with a bunch of meat on it. You see where I'm going with this? They have the best meat in town. Their pit masters are the best around. You want to check them out at bearsbbq.com. Don't forget, if you're making plans for Thanksgiving, now is the time to get those catering orders in to Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. You can do it right online, bearsbbq.com. Hey, Jeremy, I did get a little care package yesterday in the old email, and just wanted to throw this out as we go to the next break here. Hey, if anybody wants to make the trek out to Chapel Hill for tomorrow night's exhibition game against Winston-Salem State, I do have 2 tickets in my account, so I could share those with you. If you want to go to the game, give us a call at 225-4988, 225-4988. Call right now. Tar Heels against Winston-Salem State tomorrow night in Chapel Hill. 2 tickets could be yours. Stay tuned to ESPN Asheville all season long, because I got tickets to every home game. And we'll be giving away tickets throughout the season. We'll have a couple of more to give away coming up near the end of the week. We'll be giving them away on Friday. Got a couple of tickets for Monday's game, the first regular season game against Central Arkansas. 225-4988. 225-4988. Go see the Tar Heels on us.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
Your mountain weather forecast.
The damp weather continues. A washout, no, but a bright sunny day today, no. And that's the same thing for tomorrow. Might not see the sunshine here again until late week. So some scattered showers possible this afternoon, 53. Tonight, a few showers around, especially late, 43. And some scattered showers tomorrow. And again, patchy fog in the morning, an east-northeast breeze and a high of 50. Still a chance of showers Thursday early, and then by Friday we'll have sunshine back with a high near 55. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
The holidays are here, full of joy, family, friends, and yes, a little hustle and bustle. That's why you need Aleve. Between cooking, shopping, and all those extra errands, aches and pains can sneak in. Aleve is here to help with long-lasting body pain relief. Don't let body pain slow you down. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, you can keep up with the season's magic and all that awaits. Pick up Aleve and get back to what really matters, making memories. Use as directed.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
The free iHeartRadio app.
Live radio, 24/7 news, live sports,
and your favorite podcasts.
A pure connection to what moves you.
The best part, it's all free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone. The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
At Ingalls, we know your closest companions are the ones who are always there for you. The ones you trust to have your back, no matter what. Who make the hard times a little softer. And the good ones, somehow, a little better. That's what family is all about. Whether they walk on 2 legs or 4. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at ClarissaSellsWNC.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Ice up, son. Ice up.
It is a Power Rankings Tuesday here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We're doing things a little differently today, not putting numbers on it today. We're sorting them into categories: sellers, pretenders, buyers, and contenders. Do we have any more non-contenders left, Jeremy?
No.
No. Okay. Who's our next contender following the Ravens? Yes, the Ravens,
Seriously.
Packers, and the Rams.
So of the 5-win teams that are left, you've still got the Seahawks, the Bills, the Lions, and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
Which team do you trust the least out of who I just said? I don't think we're going to say the same team here.
I would probably say the Seahawks.
I'm going to say the Bills.
Oh, okay.
I've seen this team now 2 times in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is not particularly good. Josh Allen looks super out of sorts. So for me, they're a contender, but I feel like they should be a buyer too. I don't trust anybody in that secondary. Not a single soul do I trust in that secondary. And when I say that, it's not as cut and dry as what it sounds. If you come up against a number one, a legit number one in the NFL, who does Buffalo throw on them?
Well, I feel like they generally will go with Benford, won't they?
They're on the outside. Then Teron Johnson if they're in the slot. And I just feel like any legit true one, and I'm going Zay Flowers, I think he'd kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You get home consistently enough on the outside. You don't get home consistently up the middle. I just don't think this defense is very good. And it becomes more and more obvious when Josh Allen starts running around in the backfield. There was a play against Carolina that was one of the wildest things I've ever seen. Josh Allen turned into a 14-year-old boy playing Madden. Just spinning around like, I'm just going to keep the play alive. He never actually looked down the field.
Oh, is that the one where he lost 17 yards?
Yes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm looking around at the Bills fans, and they're going, what the hell is he doing? I don't know.
Just trying to make a play.
I do not know. Randy in the YouTube chat said Diggs worked him. And that's going to happen with any legit one. I think the Bills should be a buyer on a corner. I know they won't be, but they should be.
Okay.
The next one for me would be the Seattle Seahawks. And the only reason I don't try, I think they're one of the 5 best teams in the league, and I've said that for weeks. You're the newest. Of all the teams left, you're the newest one being in this area, and you do have to learn how to win. And I think that can be hard, especially when you got a team that's this young.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for them to be a buyer on a guard. I just know they won't be.
Okay.
Seattle's good. Seattle's good, and the Jackson Smith and Jigba argument is going to be a lot of fun for a lot of weeks.
What argument?
How many receivers in the NFL right now would you take over JSN?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 5.
It's 3 for me.
If that.
It's 3 for me.
Okay.
Jefferson, Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown, end of message.
That's it.
And somebody's going to say, but what about Puka? Puka is the wide receiver equivalent of Cam Scattaboo, and that scares the hell out of me. Puka Nacua looks like he bought a very large life insurance policy on himself and doesn't understand that for it to cash, he has to die.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. JSN's the real deal. I agree. They got a lot of weapons. They got a balanced attack. And the defense is good. They can win a lot of games. And they can scare the hell out of anybody in the playoffs, I have a feeling. I mean, I'm a fan of one of these teams that we haven't mentioned yet, and I would be terrified.
Which
if that's
team?
The team that we had to beat.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You said I'm a fan, and I didn't think about it. Oh, no, it's actually your team.
Yeah.
Like, which one of these teams do you like that I don't? Oh, I get it.
It's that one. All right, after Seattle.
The next one for me would be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
I feel like people think I'm throwing shade at the Chiefs. It's not that. I know, because I lived through this with the New England Patriots, when you're in the midst of a dynasty, and that's a term we throw around way too loosey-goosey. There have been 3 dynasties in my lifetime. Dallas Cowboys, New England Patriots, now the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Every single year that you get deep into the playoffs, whether it's conference championship game, Super Bowl win, Super Bowl loss, it gets harder exponentially to get back the next year because everybody wants to get paid. And so these teams are insanely thin. And that's my problem with Kansas City. And now I've been trying to think of how I was going to explain this, and I've come up with the only way I know how. If you take away front seven players, any front seven player, how many players do the Kansas City Chiefs actively have even on the injury report? And the reason I say take away the front seven is because you got Omer Norman Lott on IR, Anadike Azama, George, special teams linebacker, and Janarius Robinson. Take that out. How many guys do they even have on the injury report?
5.
It's 5. 2 of them got added last night. One of them is not hurt. He's just away from the team. And the other 2, I would almost venture a guess that even the most diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan does not know who they are. This has been the healthiest team in the NFL by a mile. And they're still 5-3. If you go through any form of injuries, this team is LMNO screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Official depth chart from the Kansas City Chiefs. How many positions is Jalen Moore the first backup?
3.
It's 3. Left and right tackle and right guard.
Yep.
Because they only have 8 linemen on the roster. This is a team that could get right. And I'm not saying this because I hope it happens. It's the thing that scares me to death about Kansas City. Mm-hmm. You would be you're 3 bad weeks away from being Cleveland Brown bad. Because that's how thin this roster is. It's just something that I have to say. It also leads you to be, you're a contender because you're so good at the top side. You can't be a buyer because you don't have anything out there.
Mm-hmm.
Draft picks are the only way you can replenish this roster. So Kansas City just has to roll with what they've got. And last night, it was so obvious to me that Pat Mahomes trusts exactly 2 guys on that team. It's Travis Kelce, it's Rashee Rice, and there is nobody else. Do you notice Hollywood Brown was a complete afterthought last night? Because I did. Do you notice Xavier Worthy was almost a complete afterthought unless he was left completely open? Because I did.
They got the Bills, Broncos, and the Colts in the next 3 weeks.
That's evil.
If you're on the fence about Kansas City, whether or not they're quote-unquote back, even though they didn't go anywhere, the next 3 weeks will tell you everything you need to know. All right, after Kansas City.
The only 5-win team left is the Detroit Lions. I believe in the Lions a lot. I do think they should be a buyer, and it should be for an edge rusher.
Everything else seems to work pretty well for the Lions. They're the only team that I really look at and go, I don't know that you should do anything.
They're the most complete team in the NFL, and I'm not sure it's really even all that close.
Right. Yes, I could see, yes, I would like to see them get another pass rusher. We went down that fantasy path earlier in the show of them picking up like a Max Crosby or somebody.
Sure.
I mean, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
But you also got to remember Al-Qadim Muhammad's been really, really good. I just would like them to have somebody behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit's one of those teams I'm looking at. It's almost like when you know somebody's going to die in a horror movie, and you just close your eyes and watch like through the little. Because I've seen this team get butchered by injuries 3 years in a row.
All right, and then the 6-win teams.
Which 6-win team do you believe in the least?
Denver Broncos.
Agreed. Which team do you believe in the next least?
New England Patriots.
I would go Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh.
3 words. Todd Bowles.
Okay.
Denver and Tampa Bay, to me, need to be buyers at completely different things.
Okay.
Denver needs a legit, honest-to-God weapon that Sean Payton trusts, not Bo Nix. Bo Nix can make chicken salad, and I'm about to say nice things about Bo Nix, so clutch your pearls. Bo Nix does not really seem to care who he's throwing to. If I can say anything really, really kind about Bo Nix, he is, of all starting quarterbacks in the league, he is the one that I have noticed is not centered around any one player. He likes Troy Franklin, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't matter. They need somebody that can be what Marvin Mims should be that Sean Payton trusts. And I saw somebody say it in the chat. I heard this. I heard it last week at one point, and I've heard it a couple times so far since this week ended. Watch Rashid Shaheed. Do not be shocked if Rashid Shaheed winds up with the Denver Broncos.
Okay. That could change some things.
That would give you a deep play threat that really opens up that offense. If J.K. Dobbins stays healthy and they can get out of R.J. Harvey what they got this past week, that offense, is way better than people want to let on.
Right. All right. What does Tampa need to do?
I'm going to ask. I want to see if you agree with me. You watch them every single week. So if you needed one thing, it is what?
A corner.
I don't agree with you.
Really?
I think what's going to be your undoing is your offensive line.
Okay.
Right now, how many linemen do you trust on that team?
1.
Tristan Wirfs. End of message.
That wasn't the answer I had.
Please don't tell me you're about to say Graham Barton.
That was the one I was thinking.
Oh, let's play a fun game. PFF number. How many centers in the NFL have graded worse than Graham Barton this year?
Oh, I'm going to guess 3.
You're too high. It's 1. He's
really?
32 of 33.
Yikes. How?
Because he is a terrible pass blocker. Terrible. He's great in the run game. By the way, Bradley Bozeman, the only one that is behind him, and he's 5 full points behind him, which is hard to wrap your brain around. If you go 5 points ahead of him, you get all the way to 14. Just throwing that out there. I don't like that I watch the Buccaneers and go, man, when you go up against a team that has a legit, honest-to-God pass rush, Baker Mayfield may get killed on the field. Because he seems to be running for his life against mediocre defenses. What happens when you get to the playoffs and you look across and see Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons? Other than Baker wears a full diaper as he tries to run away from them.
Oh yeah, I mean he'll be full magic show. How do I get away from these guys?
And I'll tell you when I really started noticing it, as the receivers have gotten hurt, and you start watching even mediocre defenses, they're not honoring you over the top the way they did. They're scared of Ibuka. They're not scared of anybody else.
Well, hell, watching the Saints game this past weekend, I mean, it felt like Chase Young was just toying with Tristan Wirfs at times.
Yep.
And that's why I said that about Tristan Wirfs, because he hasn't been all-pro guy.
No, he hadn't. He's been good. He just hasn't been all-pro.
And Charlie Heck, come on. You got to have something better.
Terrible.
You got to have something better than Charlie Heck.
I think you need to look at upgrading that line because that's it. I think the defense can bend, not break enough, and Baker scores enough points that ain't gonna be what beats you. What's gonna beat you is when you look across at New England this week, Buffalo the next week, one of these teams that has multiple pass rushers, and Baker gets cut in half.
Right.
And now we're to the top side of the league. Well, we're at the top side of the league. New England should be a buyer just solely because they have so much capital. They have so much money. Whatever it is that you want, I think that team's really good. New England's a top 7 team in the NFL to me right now. Might be top 5, just depends on how much I really believe in a couple of these other teams. I like New England a lot. Philadelphia, you are where you are. You are absolutely pot committed on this team. I think their problem, you can't trade for an offensive coordinator. And that is a bit of a kerfuffle for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is one of those teams that it doesn't make a ton of sense until you realize you look up and down and go, this has been Shane Steichen over the course of how many years building a team that's exactly what he wants them to be. The offense is killing teams. And I get it. They haven't played a good schedule at all.
Right.
They are killing teams. They are running it down your throat, breaking records of futility for punters, and just it almost boggles your mind when you really dig deep into Indianapolis. I don't think I would add anything. I don't want to mess with the cohesion of this team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think your defensive coordinator is doing a lot with little.
There's still a bunch of wins left on that schedule, and they're 7-1. They go to the Steelers this week, and then they play the Falcons in one of those international games the following week.
By the way,
so at least 9-1.
I did realize something as I was prepping for this show.
Yep.
Did you notice the teams that are that have 6 or 7 wins? Did you notice they all have something in common?
What's that?
The last 2 years, every single team that has 6 or 7 wins has had at least one A draft grade from you or me.
Really?
All 5 of them.
Goes to show you the draft is important.
I guess that's why we talk about that for an extended period of time, which I'll be doing tomorrow. It's Womack Wednesday for you.
Yep.
It's Draft Wednesday for me, and it's going to be I sleep till about 2 when that starts at 3. And I'm looking very forward to it.
Yep. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
Your mountain weather forecast.
The damp weather continues. A washout, no, but a bright sunny day today, no. That's the same thing for tomorrow. Might not see the sunshine here again until late week. So some scattered showers possible this afternoon, 53. Tonight, a few showers around, especially late, 43. And some scattered showers tomorrow. And again, patchy fog in the morning, an east-northeast breeze and a high of 50. Still a chance of showers Thursday early, and then by Friday we'll have sunshine back with a high near 55. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest fall looks, all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
This is what it sounds like to win $1,000 in bonus bucks.
I got $1,000. Oh my God, thank you.
Get ready for it to happen to you.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Every weekday.
Awesome!
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-IHEART.
If you have joint pain from a sprained ankle to chronic arthritic pain, QC Kinetics is now taking regenerative medicine to a whole new level. QC Kinetics has just added an all-new potent and powerful regenerative cell treatment option. Next level biologic injectables packed with human growth factors and all natural healing properties. And it's by far QC Kinetics' most robust option for lasting joint pain relief. If you've been thinking about exploring this proven non-invasive approach to joint pain, now is the time. And they're now offering telemedicine consultations, so you can speak with a medical provider from your home or office, video call or phone call. Learn more about the latest biologic injectables that are stronger than ever. Get lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulder, lower back, or hip. Rejuvenate your joints at a cellular level with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. Call QC Kinetics to schedule for telemedicine consultation at 828-770-8529. That's 828-770-8529 in Asheville and Greenville.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed.
Oh, boy.
We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Ingles studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.